Yo, how y'all doing out there? And welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man proudly presents Say What. How you guys doing? And it's going to be an awesome discussion tonight with an amazing panel. And
quarter scale, motherfucker.
Wow. Why is he not muted?
I don't know.
Why are we all not muted?
I don't know. It just happens. It's like, yo, voices in the fucking room. Like,
oversight,
you know what I mean?
comes back to bite you in the ass.
Are we even really?
You know what? I might as well not even say shit. Just bring everybody in. How y'all doing today, man? How's everybody doing tonight?
Blame Brendan.
I hope everybody's
Living
doing
my
great.
best life.
Living your best life, and that's what it's all about. How you doing? Hey, KG, I have a question for you, bro. So it is the shoot's over tonight, right? Everything's done, so you have time. So yeah. So my 10% is still intact. You're just off the set right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Shoot. Okay, cool. Because if you weren't, I was gonna kick you off the show. Hey, brother Cousins, man, how you doing tonight, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Oh man, we got the #1 space pimp in the building. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
Pop
doing
that collar.
Good.
That's how we doing.
Had to pop the collar. You know, I got a case of Colt 45 in the back. I'm ready for a good show.
You damn right. And we got the smoothest voice that side of Down Under, my man, the Mellow, the one who actually gave us one of the dopest quarter scale reviews I have ever seen. Applaud you, bro. You sold me. That shit was crazy. Like, literally, you went detail by detail. My girl was like, yeah, you getting that motherfucker. I was like, yeah, I am. All because of Justin. And it was like, I could see Justin with that Nabisco grin, like, ding. How you doing, Justin, bro?
I'm actually in considerable pain.
What?
I injured my back reviewing that quarter scale Mando yesterday. It actually happened on camera, and I sent the clip to Will. I was literally mid sentence, and then my back just went. And I was like, ah!
Yeah. I'm glad you're okay, but it was a little funny.
You got a pillow behind you, man?
No, I'm literally like my back is arched like this. I'm sitting up as straight as I possibly can be. It's not ideal. So that, in addition to the toothache, all around not great being Justin. Right
Everybody in the chat, hashtag Justin get better right now. Hashtag Justin, please get better. Take care of your back, man, for real. You know, the good thing, though, is, bro, the good thing about that is the excuse that you have now. When you get off tonight, you can go to the missus and be like, hey, baby, my back does not feel good right now.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh, baby, don't worry about it. I got you. And you can be like, show you right.
Steph is like, you shouldn't have done that. Why did you do that?
Like, suck it up,
yeah, she's like guilting me. Like, I'm like, well, I had to review it. And she's like, did you though? Did you have to do it that way?
I gotta ask you a question though.
Bro, see, it's like no type of empathy or sympathy at all, bro.
Lael, is that what women sound like to you?
What?
Is that what women sound like to you? Because that was a disturbing voice you just used.
Okay. I figured you say some shit like that.
pretty
Will
good.
Foxication, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. I got two good things that happened today, Lael.
What happened?
The first thing, I paid off my J&D Joker.
That's what's up.
That's good. Thanks,
Will,
God. So
the applause. Applause yourself.
The applause. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
I realized that Justin's posing is unmatched. His walking poses especially. 10 out of 10. Just the best. Maybe not quite as good as a statue, but still better than statue.
You just had to add that.
He's just taunting you. He's just taunting you.
Oh my god.
I knew that I would get a reaction.
For everybody out in the chat, you just had to hear the discussion we had behind the scenes. Totally different. It went a different way, but at the same time, I applaud the walk because it sold me. It was dope. I loved it. I loved the review. It was crazy, unmatched. You killed it. If anybody hasn't actually watched Justin's review, watch it. Not now though. Wait till after the show. But don't watch it now.
In about 2 hours. Yeah.
In about an hour and a half, or something like that. Watch the show. Watch the
on
review
tonight. So 2 hours.
Maybe 3. I don't know.
I mean, you guys can just go and I'll run shit right now. I don't need the rest of you motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Brendan, butt naked, everybody hashtag butt naked assassin in the building. No, butt naked Santa. That's the new hashtag. Butt naked Santa. Everybody hashtag that. What's going on with you today, brother?
What did I text you this morning?
Yeah, we did have some excitement today.
Fucking Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
We had some. Now, no spoilers. Everybody out in the chat, no spoilers. But
In case Will hasn't seen, Will
I've
was
not
real
seen it
spicy.
yet,
He's
yeah.
like,
Will hasn't seen it yet. Will hasn't seen it
No, I've
yet.
not seen it.
He has
I
not
had to
seen
work
it
all
yet.
day, and then I had to go straight to my parents' house. So I've not had a chance to see it yet.
Got you. When you watch tonight,
Stay with dummy.
so you know what? I'm gonna tell you this much.
It was too short.
Anybody who ever it was too short.
Yes.
But for one, I'm just gonna say this. For one particular figure, I bet you any amount of money, some pre-orders were made today. I bet you. I bet you. Any amount of money, there were some pre-orders that were basically made today. So, which
Bob Dylan says.
What about that?
Bob Dylan says, "Are you flipping your toenails off camera? What is that clicking sound?"
Oh, it's not
Oh,
me.
there we go. It's
It's
later.
me.
Okay, no.
He's keeping time.
It's actually
It's a
it's
figure
pretty
that-
similar sound. So
It's a figure that people should have been getting anyway.
yeah, it's a
kinda-
sugar they should have been getting, but
I'm kind
you
of
know.
afraid to clip them now because last time I cut them too short and injured
Don't
myself.
clip.
Yeah.
them. Just let them grow long. Don't clip.
Hashtag leave your feet alone, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me address the chat real quick because we got everybody out here. We got Doc Smizzle in the building. So glad to have you. We have Bob Dylan. So tonight there will be some interesting memes going on. You know, whenever, you know what? It's been crazy though because there hasn't been a lot of memes because Justin has been on his behavior. I think he knows when Bob Dylan's out. He's like, yeah, you're not getting me tonight, motherfucker. So
Bob Dylan's always out there.
you
so that's
know
the
what?
thing.
Justin lays back. He's like, yeah, you ain't getting me today. But we got Bob Dylan in the building. We got Linda. Thank you for coming through. We have Captain Figure Collector. Thank you. Captain Figure Collector. Love that name. Thank you for coming through. He said butt naked Santa. Louis Lebitz. Thank you for coming through. Joey Dog Collector. Chat. What is that? Collectible Chats. Thank you. S Beam. Say it, Will.
Oh, Sean Bean.
Sean Beam. Sean
Yeah,
Beam in the
the
building. We
famous.
got Eerie Visions is in the building. Who basically received, he was the winner basically of the Superman figure that, you know, the Superman the sideshow the bus that actually, so he was the winner. He got it today. Congrats on that again, man. It's a great piece. The photos you took of that was amazing too, so loved it. We got Nick's Collectibles in the building. We got Cuervo 383. We got the missus in the building. Toya T, how you doing, baby?
Ooh, the queen.
Exactly. Let me see. We got Brother Cousins in the chat, like doing double duty. He's on the panel and he's actually in the chat. So shout out to Brother Cousins, aka Space Pimp. Everybody hashtag Space Pimp in the building. We have Mike Fiella. We have Luminar 843 in the building. We got Ray C in here. Thank you for coming through. Takathri, Malachi Mabane, Collectible. Let's see, we see that. We Ren's Tolentino, there we go. I hate names. Joey Dog in the building. Tobar. We got Side Dream. Let's see here. Trevor Weed in the building. I'm just gonna call you Trevor Medicinal. We have Nick's Collectibles in the building. Ant-Man. We got Kurt Donald, Ray C, Angel. Let's see who else we got in here. Jazzy in this building. Thank you. Ren's telling. Oh, wait, we already said that. Let me see who else we got. Nick's Collectibles. Daryl Smith is in the building. Thank you for coming through. We got a $5 super chat by Big Collectible. Hey guys, what's up? Got a question. Have you ever felt like you are or have gorged out on collecting all these figures and all these releases? We'll get to that a little bit later. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's see here. We got Simon in the building with a $2.79 super chat. Great panel. Pretty psyched about the goat. What is that? What is that? The cat? What is that? Is that a?
I don't know.
That's interesting. Let's pull that up.
Like
It's like about
Cat looks like a
about
cat.
the cat.
about the cat. Okay.
Cat's a
Catwoman.
cat.
Catwoman.
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 Okay.
There you go.
Motherfuckers are
Just
slow
a
on
cat
the uptake
Yeah, we
today.
There
needed a
you go.
woman. Yeah, we needed a
No,
woman.
kind of slow. We needed a woman to kind of, you know, we got 6 scale
It
reviews
took us
in the
about
building.
10 seconds, but we got it. Thanks,
Exactly
Brendan.
right. We got Sponge. Well, you know, Brendan, he knows. When
He
it
knew,
come to-
yeah.
when it comes to the, I'm not going to say. Anyway, SpongeBob Square Balls in the
When it comes to the fur
SpongeBob
balls.
Square Balls in the building. I should have had Justin say that. We have, let me see here. Let's
Why
see
does
here.
he say it better?
He
Oh,
says
yeah.
it
Is it
funny as
funnier
hell.
when he
Yes.
says
He says the
SpongeBob?
Yes, it
That's
is
names.
because
Yes.
he will accent the last word, which is the balls. So like he just
Center of my balls.
we got KG and the Collector in the building. Motherfucker better not be working right now. And let me see here. Everything is cool. Yep. So we got everybody in the building, man. So thank you all for coming through. Tonight's going to be a great one. Promise you, despite the simple fact that we're going to get a couple swear words by Brendan, but you grow to expect that. Let me see. We got Aiden Loftus in the building. Thank you
I'm
for
the
coming
white
through.
Samuel L. Jackson.
which is true. Bald head and beard. You already know how that goes. So anyway, so let's just jump right in real quick. We're going to talk about one thing really, really, really quick. Of course, we got this. We kind of talked about it yesterday, Justin, on your show, but we're going to kind of tackle it again today. Because I just want to get a roundabout discussion from everybody about this piece. And this is the zombie Deadpool. Now, this is basically what we got. And yeah, I mean, I had time to kind of, check around with this piece and, just to see how it was going to be and see what I thought about it. But I want to get everybody else's thoughts first. I'm going to start with you, KG. What you think about this piece, bro?
I mean, what the hell? What is this? I mean, no, honestly, it's a great piece and all. I mean, when I first saw it, when it was announced, I was like, okay. I mean, they could use their money towards other things, but I mean, I guess. I mean, it's innovative, right? They're doing other things, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. For $270, that's the retail price on Sideshow. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. I can see it. I think there's this very small demographic out there that collects these things. And look, collect what you like, right? I mean, this is a zombie Deadpool. I mean, who knows if this does well, if it sells well, they could probably do a what if zombie Cap and probably just expand that line even further. So to me, this is not going to come in my collection whatsoever, but I'm happy for people who have it and who have it on pre-order, and we'll get it pretty soon. It's a great piece.
Yeah, gotcha, man. Definitely it is. It's a really amazing piece. Brother Cousins, man, what you think about this bad boy?
Man, you know what? Yesterday when this dropped, I was ready to hate on it, to be honest with you, because I was like, where the hell is my Ahsoka?
Yeah.
I was like, I want my Ahsoka. I don't want this. But then I started looking at the pictures, and honestly, I kind of fell in love with it because this figure just looks fun. It just looks like a figure that you would have a fun time with, posing and just doing all kind of crazy stuff with. So so it's just, and I wish I still had my Michael Jackson Thriller version, because I would have the zombie version with him next to him in the whole black and red little motif right there. It would have been so cool.
Because breaking that fourth wall, that's what I do love about this figure.
That's a great idea.
That's an amazing idea. There you go. That's what it is. Butt naked. What did you think about this figure, bro?
I think it's cool. It's not something that I have to have right away. I definitely don't need it right now. I'll probably wait on this one until there's a fairly deep discount on it. I mean, it's already, I know Hong Kong is $254. And I think that's going to go down even lower than that. I mean, I think it's going to kind of be like Spider-Man, the stealth suit and stuff where you can pick up for $180 now, which is what I got for it shortly after it actually came out. That's how fast it dropped. So I don't think this isn't in danger of selling out. I think you'll be able to get it for a while. So I'll wait until I can pick it up on a deep discount, because with the Marvel Zombies show that they're going to do for Disney Plus now, and they already announced the cap, I feel like we'll have at least a small number of zombie figures, so you can put together a fun display. But I want to see some people get this in hand first and just kind of see how they did this one, and if they did it well, or if I want to wait until the future ones to see if they kind of improve on the construction and the design and stuff. But I like that stuff like this exists. It just means that they're trying different things. Some of them will be great, some of them won't be. We'll see about this one, but I like the fact that it exists. It's just not something that I have to rush out and get right now, but I'll get it eventually.
Got you. Pretty much already know what he's going to say, but
no, I don't know that you do.
No, I don't think you do.
Really?
Because Leo, Justin and I talked about this last night on Figures and Flicks when we recorded it. Which
wait. But before you do it, because I wanted to say something.
Oh, okay.
I want to beat you. I don't know if you're going to say this, but I want to beat you to the point. But I mean, to the punch, because the reason why I say you should get it is because you're getting Pennywise. And because you can break the fourth wall with this figure and pose it next to Pennywise, that would be crazy.
Pennywise at this point.
It'll come out just maybe in 2026.
It's going to come out. But what were we going to say, Will?
So it's funny because, Leo, I don't think there's a figure for me. Let me just start by saying that. But at the same time, I respect the hell out of it because it is unique. I mean, I think a lot of us have always said like we want Hot Toys to step outside their comfort zone, do something at least a little bit different. And this is still Marvel. Marvel IP, but at the same time, it is pretty different. I mean, it's horror, it's zombie, it's got some cool little, bones and flesh going on, and the face sculpt is very different from what we normally see. I mean, you got a lot of teeth there. Like, it's a really cool looking piece, and the eyes are really cool. Like everything about this figure, the weathering, the detail. I mean, it's a really cool looking figure. I think Brendan has the right idea, though. I don't think this is like a figure that people are like clamoring for, and I really don't. So I think this is one that I think obviously people could wait on.
Look at these. Ultra Ben is killing it with
They
these
definitely
pictures.
did a good job with the photos.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the orange eyes. I really like that. But yeah, this figure, I mean, honestly, I think it's really cool. I'm not going to pick it up because it's just, I don't feel like it would fit in my collection personally. But for people who do want a zombie Deadpool or a Deadpool just to break the fourth wall and do something fun and unique with, this is it's a really cool figure. I like to give kudos to Hot Toys when they do something different, step outside the comfort zone and be a little innovative. I think this is a little innovative for them. I like it. Yeah. So I'm going to give them credit for this because I'm not happy it came out before a lot of other stuff that should have come out before this. I'm not happy about that. But I mean, it is what it is. That's what Hot Toys does. So we just kind of have to accept it. So, so at the same time, I think it's a cool looking figure. I think there's a lot of good detail in it. The arrow, the eyes, the face sculpt, the blood, and the bones. I think it's really cool. So I got to give credit for this one.
I wish they had put out a companion piece at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Like if they had done 2 zombies at the same time, because getting just one, it's like
where do you put it?
It's like Marty, and we got to wait another year for Doc.
Yeah.
That's the irritating thing with that. And so with this, it would have been cool if you had 2 zombies, so you could have kind of like a Marvel Zombies like mini display to start, rather than just this one until Cap comes out, which is like still a year or so away.
For sure, Brendan, I'm with you. I would exercise patience on this one. I think it's going to drop. So if you guys are like kind of on the fence, just wait and see what happens, and then go for it.
Price is going to go down.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Sure.
All right. All right, Justin, what do you think about this piece, bro?
I love it. I wasn't expecting to, but when Will and I dissected it on Figures and Flicks, we kind of praised it a lot. I mean, it's unique. Yeah. And I get what you're saying, Brendan, about releasing another zombie at the same time, but they don't really need to because it's another Deadpool.
No, just for me personally. I know.
Oh no, it makes sense what you're saying, but it could go. This is where I'm going to put mine.
Incredible.
I'm going to put it with my other Deadpool figures. Awesome. You've got Venom Pool. You've got Deadpool Zombie. You've got Deadpool.
That's true.
Movie,
You can just do one big Deadpool display.
Yeah. And you got Iron. You've got the Iron. What do they call it? Armorized Deadpool coming as well. By the way, I don't know why we're all talking like Zombie Cap was announced. Was he actually announced a pre-order? I think.
No, I don't think he was. I think he was just shown, wasn't he?
It was just shown.
Oh, I couldn't remember if he had actually been put up for pre-order yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't think he's coming.
I
But
don't know.
I love this backdrop, by the way. Like popping out of a comic book
comic
cover.
version.
The zombie squirrel, nice touch.
Yeah.
Squirrel?
I think
Zombie
they-
Squirrel?
Zom squirrel.
Yeah.
I think they
This is
will
stank
do
pool.
Cap eventually, given that they announced the show. I think that makes it more likely.
Yeah.
But you're right. I don't think they've actually put it up for pre-order yet.
I want to see everyone zombified. I want to see zombie Spider-Man, zombie Wolverine, zombie
If they do a zombie Iron Man, like I know there's like the Mysterio one that's coming, but if they did a zombie Iron Man, do you think it would be completely plastic? No diecast?
No, probably not. I think there would be a little bit in there. Probably the feet, maybe the thighs, just a little bit.
It would be tricky, the engineering of that, I feel like, depending on what kind of damage is supposed to be done to
They would
corpse.
probably take the comic one that they're making, I would imagine. They would take the comic one that they're making and turn that into a zombie Iron. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually fairly likely because that's a brand new mold and they have to get their money's worth. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine that we would see a zombie Iron Man using that comic mold that we've seen on the
I can't wait for that figure.
Translucent, crystal clear, Pepsi clear. What do they call that? That Pepsi crystal or whatever it is version of Iron Man. You know the one.
I don't give a shit. I love that Iron Man. I can't wait for it.
I can't wait. So basically,
I'm curious to see it. It might be better in hand. I'm going to judge it when I get it in hand.
You will, because I'm getting this figure. I'm getting it first go, and the reason why.
Wait, this?
Yeah, I'm getting it first go.
I'm talking about crystal clear.
We were talking about the classic Iron Man.
Oh, the classic Iron Man. No, I'm getting this first go. The reason why I'm saying is because there's so many possibilities. One, because I'm looking at it not just from a figure aspect, but again, like they're presenting it from a comic aspect. One is because reading the comics, and because we read the comics, we know the history between both Deadpool and Thanos and Lady Death. But in this case, I'm gonna actually substitute Lady Death with Hela and Thanos and this particular version, because of what he's capable of, and the simple fact
you
that
were to get this.
bro, I did, and I thought about it, and I was
You
like,
are
yo,
one
I want.
step closer to getting armorized Deadpool when that
Hell
comes
no,
out,
not doing
motherfucker.
that.
You
Not doing
are.
that. Not doing that. But
We're
anyway,
seeing
so
an
what I was
inch
basically
closer.
saying with this particular figure, I want to be able to actually, because it's so many different things you can do with it, and in the wheelhouse, you can pose him with so many other figures, because he does break the fourth wall, like with Thanos, with Hela.
Having biting someone's ankle, that'd be so.
It'd be like simply like, it's incredible, like what you can do is limitless, what you can actually do with this figure. So to have it in hand, like I was just impressed after looking at so many, even you know what, as a matter of fact, you can even, if you're able to do it, you can actually pop off a stormtrooper's head and put this on that body. Like literally you could, you know what I mean? Like on one of the remnant troopers, you can do that. So
This'll
it's
go
just,
well if you have any horror figures.
yeah,
you
like
can
Jason,
mess
Michael
around with
Myers,
this, too. This could be
that's
right
what I'm
up
saying.
Midnight's
Cool,
alley.
yeah, it'd be cool.
Chucky.
Chucky, yeah, Space Pin's got a couple of those.
Exactly. Like, so there's so many different things you could do with this figure. That's why I'm really excited about it. And it's Deadpool, so he's the only character that can actually do it. So I'm extremely like super excited about it, and just thought that why not actually go down that rabbit hole. Justin,
It's also-
are you getting it though?
Yeah, it's been shipped.
Are you getting?
Cool.
He's reviewing it at
should be here-
minimum.
It should be here tomorrow, I think.
You said it should be here
If
tomorrow.
DHL,
It's
should be
also
right.
it is
If
worth.
DHL want to deliver, I actually had to go to the DHL depot and pick up quarter scale Mando yesterday, because they literally could not be bothered putting it on the van. I had to go myself. I had to deliver it to
Gotcha.
myself.
Wow.
It is.
What the
It
hell
is
are we paying
worth.
for with DHL? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is worth pointing out on this Deadpool figure though, and this will filter into the rest of the conversation for the night, but it didn't get bumped up. This is in its original release window. It was targeted for Q4 2021. So it's not like it got bumped up when other stuff didn't. It's more just that there's
Yeah.
other stuff that's been pushed back that was supposed to already come out, and then this came out on time, so that makes it a little more annoying. But this is the target window. They did actually hit the mark on this one.
It's a fair assumption.
That's true. But Pennywise was supposed to be out a year ago, Brendan. So
No. Yeah, I absolutely
it's other
agree.
stuff
That's
being
why it's
bumped,
just
which is not ideal.
that's why for
It's
most
accurate,
people
but
just
yeah.
like, really, if you're gonna hit the target window on a figure, it's this,
right.
and not
Right.
like Ahsoka or Gold.
And I doubt this
Armor
was like a
Wonder
super
Woman and-
easy one. I mean, it looks kind of complicated. So I mean,
Yeah.
like it's
I think
Yeah,
this is more
absolutely.
complicated to engineer to put together than people really think until they get it in hand and see how.
Yeah.
Like the
that's why I think it's
articulation
impressive.
with all this.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the $2 super chat, big collector. I do appreciate that, man. And okay, we got Man of Hot is in the building. So we got him in the
Hello,
building.
guys.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
man,
bro?
yourself.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, sorry, I was finishing my other live stream, so
Yeah,
I made it, man.
You were reviewing resumes. We know, Dante.
Don't
Yeah,
cross
you-
the streams, man. Don't
You
cross
had
the
to-
streams.
you had to go through your resumes. We already know
Yeah,
how that
we
goes.
know, we know.
Now, real quick though, with this next one, because this is interesting, because I didn't, it wasn't as pretty much, controversial as I thought it would be. It was a lot of positives when it came to this one. So I'm interested in hearing like what people think about this. Can we call it re-release? This is a re-release.
A remake.
It's a
2.0.
2.0.
It's a 2.0, right?
1.85, we'll call it.
1.85.
1.85.
I'm super excited about it because again, it just tells me that we're this much closer to that DX that we've been talking about, that I've been talking about. We're this much closer to it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start with you first, brother Cousins, because like I said, I know you said you were happy about it too. What you think about this piece, bro?
I'm so happy that this figure is coming out. Because I missed it last time around, but I do remember that it was the first version had a lot of problems with it, with the costume like sticking on itself and all that stuff. So hopefully this time they'll go and they'll fix it. I know they was talking. I was hearing rumors that they may be fixing some of the joints and all that other type of stuff. So yeah, I mean, like Justin was saying, this is like a 1 point and a 1 point and a half. Not exactly a 2.0, but yeah, I can't wait for it. But if they are, and I mean, it's funny that they're also watching the market with this. This is Hot Toys keeping up with the Joneses pretty much. They know that all these other companies are knocking out all of the Nolanverse stuff, and now they're jumping back in, especially when it comes to statues. That's why we got that base. That's definitely why we got that diorama.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Like, that's pretty incredible, man. So I know I'm happy about it. Will, I'm gonna jump to you next, bro, because you're always a wild card, but at the same time, you were pretty, excited. You were excited for me, so I'm happy about it. When you're excited for me, even though I know you might have a difference of opinion, I'm good with that. But what you think?
Always, bro. I got you. I think this is a cool figure. I mean, I'm gonna pull up the picture, so I need to see it. But like, I think it's cool. I mean, honestly, I do think that like the hair is a little bit like, it's good. I'm trying to tell if it's like half sculpted and half rooted. It looks fully rooted, right?
It's fully rooted.
Okay, yeah. Because it's funny when you look at the photos, like the top of the head almost looks like it's sculpted, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the way the hairline is, but I don't know. I mean, like, I do think the hair looks like a little poofy, and it's funny to me because
very doll-like.
Yeah, it looks a little poofy, so I think it'd be fine. I mean, it's a pretty straight hair. I know Justin had told me you have to like basically pull it all the way back. Like when you get the figure.
It's some of the best rooted hair that I've seen. The first Catwoman, I think, is very similar. It's actually really impressive, the rooted hair. So don't worry about that as much. It's mostly just the getting the
because like there, like it looks good. It's just a little poofy, but I think it looks good overall. I would say though, this to me is like a very good figure. I love the base with it. I would say that the sculpt, if you took the mask off, I think we'd all be very disappointed. I think the sculpt is like okay, but but I think honestly, like the mask off, I think you look at the Queen Studios and J&D and things like that, they've set the bar a lot higher, and I think this one is good, but it's not on that level. So I get those more expensive pieces, but the Queen Studios 6 scale, for example, I think is a lot better than this in the face, at least. And I don't know. I'm not as much worried about the fabric, but nonetheless, this is a really good looking figure. I mean, I'm happy for you, Leia. A lot of people have went crazy. What'd you say?
It can come up. The mask can come off. The question that was on the screen. The mask can come off on this, so you don't need a second.
It's funny they didn't photograph her at all with that, though, which is interesting.
I think because of what you said, Will. I
was about to say that.
You think they're just not confident in it right now, where it's at?
Well, it's the same sculpt as last time. It's just they just painted it.
Repainted it. Right.
So you think by the time
a situation where we get updated sculpts, like pictures,
like what they did with Wasp and Ray, and and those type of figures. Yeah, because I do think it's good. Like, I don't want to say it's bad. I do think it's good. It's just when I'm seeing like other competitors in the market and I'm seeing how good theirs have been, and I see this, and I'm like, this is good, but the market's changed. Like the competitors have raised the bar, and this Hot Toys is taking old sculpt and just repainting it. So it's like, and it's dated. So it's still good. I mean, I think if you have the mask on or the goggles or whatever, it's going to look fantastic. And the base is sick. So that is amazing. So I'm really hoping, like you said, Leia, we get a Joker and a Bane. I think those two are next, I would think.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting this. I'm a huge Dark Knight fan. I just don't really care for Catwoman that much. She's okay. Like but I'm more so was into Bane and Joker and Two-Face.
Gotcha.
So, but she's great. I mean, I liked Anne Hathaway in the role. She just wasn't a character I felt I needed. But people have gone crazy for this, and rightly so. I mean, she was a hot figure at the time, and then she started peeling, and everyone wanted a reissue. And here she is.
Right.
So,
is the suit better? Like,
I hope so.
Yeah, it is new material, Dante. They have advised that it is new material. The issue is the suit was fine for most people. It was the gloves and the boots that went. So, the suit material is new, but they didn't mention the gloves and the boots. So
well, hopefully it's new.
I don't want to see another Grievous disaster,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but Hot Toys, I guess, a different beast. But But yeah, it's a great figure, and I really like the base. Seriously,
Gotcha.
I think they're doing
That
great with the
base.
diorama.
That's the
yeah.
2.0.
But I do think layout there's room for improvement, and I think they will improve it.
They'll
I
improve
think
it by the time
they've
yeah.
seen the market. There's some competitors putting out fire sculpts of this character, and they have to raise the bar. Hot Toys is going to have to. I mean, to compete. So
they don't basically have a choice at
No.
this point. There's 131 people actually watching at this point. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, man. Let's do that. Make that happen. And also Instagram. Subscribe to my Instagram page as well. KG, Chalamet, what you think about this piece, bro? Is something you excited for? Something you're going to get? Or how do you feel about it, bro?
Here's the thing. Now, I've mentioned before that I'm only going to stick to my Spidey lane and my Star Wars lane.
Got you.
But I have a soft spot with the Dark Knight trilogy, and it sucks because to me, I grew up with Christian Bale, that version of Batman. So I might make a little pass on this. So I might pick it up, but it will not be a day one pre-order for me. It will be like I'm just going to see the final product, and I'll make my judgment call when it comes out. But this is a great figure. I mean, when I first saw it last time, this was out of left field. I had no idea this was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But then it will make sense because they announced some of the the Infinity Studios 1/1 scale bust Catwoman and J&D with Catwoman. So it's like we're getting closer and closer to the Joker and the Batman. I mean, the Bane. And this base is the same scene where I think Catwoman betrays Batman and Batman fights Bane.
Yeah.
So they're teasing it. They're kind of teasing it. Hey, look, Bane's gonna come next. So I hope if that happens, then I gotta pick up these Dark Knight trilogy figures because I have a soft spot for this film and I have to make a pass for this one. But yeah, I'm excited for you, Leia. I know you're excited for this figure.
Yeah.
It's a great piece for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like it's considering the simple fact that, I missed out on the first issue.
Right.
But I mean, judging from like from what I saw, because somebody actually did a comparison and they actually pointed out some of the things that actually changed with this one, and I was like, okay, it does look, with the zipper as well, how big it was on the other one, how decent it is on this one, like the gapping issues. Hopefully they fix the flaking. I don't know. Justin, he just looked back like, yeah.
Yeah, I looked at Catwoman just now because I was like, oh, okay.
And don't make Justin turn. He's gonna hurt his back.
I know. I'm sorry about that, bro. I'm not gonna make you turn back. Just chill.
We're all gonna be sitting here, and then Justin's just gonna fucking fall over.
Yeah, just chill.
Someone just put it in the
back.
chat, and it's a good point. They did say on Sideshow 7 pieces of newly developed interchangeable gloved hands. So
okay,
so the gloves, the hands are new. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so that's good. Thank you.
What about the toes?
Thank you, Chad.
I sure hope so.
Come on, man.
Cut them cleanly.
But Naked Santa, bro, what you feel about this piece, man?
I was actually really happy when they announced this, just because I don't have Catwoman in my collection. I've been like dying for them to actually do Michelle Pfeiffer. From Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Somebody else mentioned.
We'll watch the movie.
66. Eartha Kitt. That would be cool. I'd also love Julie Newmar or Lee Merriweather. They both crushed the role. Catwoman is a character in the DC pantheon that I don't have in my collection. Has been driving me nuts, and I've gone back to pick up older figures that I've missed out on, like these guys right here, like Hulk and Days of Future Past, Wolverine. That's one that I held off on, and I never went back and got her because of those issues with the boots and the gloves. So now that and then even I didn't go back and get a Bane because I liked the Daft toys with a Face and Body better than the Hot Toys with the visible joints, and so I did that. So I've got Bane, but I don't have her. So I'm definitely happy that this is coming out. I also think, again, this doesn't come out until Q1, Q2 2023. They've got plenty of time, and they've updated like several head sculpts prior to the release, but after the initial promo pics in recent memory. And since this is an older figure, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, look, we're going to put this out right now so people know it's coming. And then 6-8 months from now, we'll reveal an updated head sculpt that nobody was expecting. Because I think putting this out right now is because they see how crazy popular all the statues, including the 6-scale statue of her on the Batpod. They're seeing all of that right now blowing up in the statue world. And I think this is another sign that Hot Toys really does pay attention to that statue world and sees what's kind of popular there, and then figures, okay, well, let's see what we can do, because, you know, like we were talking about Mando, you know, everything that, whether it's Sideshow's strutting ridiculous thing or Iron Studios Mando, whatever, you know, those quarter scale statues, anything that they're doing, you can do that and more with the quarter scale Hot Toy, right?
Yeah.
So I think Hot Toys is paying attention to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good to have her coming out. I do think that it is, I think part of the thing that can frustrate some people, though, is that they're given, like, basically everything that Hot Toys is really giving love to, is really paying attention to right now, is the Nolan trilogy, which ended almost 10 years ago, while they're not really giving that much love to current DC properties, which is what's made us be like, just give it to So-So Toys or somebody else who can do it. Because, and I was talking to Ryan yesterday, and we were looking, and he even made a kind of joke post about it today. He was thinking, like, the top 5 DC Hot Toys this year. You can't, because there were literally only 3 in this entire last calendar year. There were 3 DC figures that Hot Toys put out, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, right?
That is.
Yeah.
So the fact that they only put out 3, now granted, maybe we'll get Gold Armor, Wonder Woman, or Batgirl before the end of the year, but I think Pigs Flying is a better bet at this point.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, the fact that we only got 3, but then they're announcing, you know, more Catwoman and a Bat Pod and the Batmobile, the Tumbler, and Christian Bale, and it's just, and then a quarter scale, you know, Christian Bale. It's just like, you're just kind of wondering what the hell their priorities are on that front. It's like, I'm glad we're getting this, but at the same time, it just kind of seems like they're going to take the same kind of attitude moving forward when it comes to that DC license, where it's, we're going to do the Nolan stuff because that's what's popular in statues right now.
Yeah.
But we're not really committed to the rest of the DC line, and that is a little disappointing for me.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, I mean, that changes, but we'll see how it goes. Justin, what do you think about this piece, bro? I mean, you already have her, and I'm guessing, well, we can almost pretty much guess you're going to have it. And which is good, because you're going to do the comparison. You know? Yeah, that's the thing. That comparison is going to be what's important. So I can't wait to see that. But what do you think about it, bro?
I think Hot Toys is acting a little bit jealous here. They're like, oh, look at all these other companies making Catwoman. We've got Queen, we've got J&D, we've got Infinity. We also have Catwoman. We can also do a Catwoman. So that's exactly what they did. If you actually scroll through the pics layer, when we get to the one with her on the Bat Pod, they are very clearly showing you that you can do something quite similar to the Queen Studios statue.
Bob Dylan got some sculpts here. He's want to show me. I'm gonna look at that in a minute.
I've got something to show you in just a second as well. So if we scroll through that one right
That's
there, so
crazy.
Like, you see Queen Studios? We can do it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very jealous. But I do have something to show you.
Okay.
This is a very simple repaint by my favorite repainting studio.
Okay.
Of the Hot Toys, the 1.0 version of the Hot Toys Catwoman.
Wow.
So I think the sculpt is actually there. It's pretty good. It's just down to the paint applications. I think the one on the right looks a lot more like Anne Hathaway than the person here on the left.
Yeah.
So if they can nail this updated paint application process and it comes out looking like this, which is not hard for them, we've seen them do work like this.
Yeah.
Then I think I at least will be satisfied. I don't know if it'll satisfy everyone. Does this top J&D? No. Does this top Infinity? No. But then again, this is a tenth of the price. Of
exactly. They don't
Infinity.
have to top those. They just have
I'm okay with
alternative.
Exactly. I'm okay with this. This is close enough for a figure format for me.
Yeah.
I would still rather have Infinity. Obviously, that 1-to-1 Catwoman is incredible.
Yeah.
But this is, for me at least, it's enough. I don't know if it will be for everyone. But as long as they nail that paint application process, I think the sculpt is actually there. And that's why they were so confident. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question, Justin, because I know we had, because I remember we were talking about, remember we were talking about the 6 scale, statue. And how it was always, we said that with this particular figure, with the original, there was no way you can pull this off on the Bat Pod like this. So do you think, Justin, do you think the art? So that's what I was going to ask. Do you think it's a new body that's going to pull this off?
It's taller as well because DX19 has set the new height. Hot Toys figures nowadays are just taller than they were back in the day. So DX19, they specifically said, hey, this Batman is bigger. So if Catwoman was the same height, she'd be too small. So they've bumped everything. And I think the proportions actually look better here on a slightly taller, bigger body. Because the head actually looked a little bit too large, I think, on the original.
On the other one? Okay.
And people were saying, the lollipop syndrome or whatever people were talking about, big head, smaller body. This looks much more in proportion. And that pose, it's pretty killer.
Yeah.
It would also kill the suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Would you guys feel comfortable leaving it like that?
I wouldn't either. But
yeah,
I know
so
that,
nervous.
But
I'd be so nervous.
If you do, she'll have a droopy crotch after a while because it'll just stretch.
Because I mean,
the
you can even look
out.
at the elbow. There's some pressure in the suit on the elbow, just the way it is too, or in the
the
in the
knee
forearm.
pushing up against the
right.
To be clear, this isn't a 2-pack though, guys. Like the Bat Pod you have to buy separately.
That would have been cool if they offered that though. They offered like a deluxe version with the Bat Pod too. I mean, you could just buy it separate.
So
but it would have been cool.
let me ask you a question then. Do you think that the people that were on that said, okay, I was on the fence about the statue, I'm about to get the statue, and then they see something like this, you think it changes their mind at getting the actual 6 scale?
That's
or do you think they're going to do it?
Absolutely not.
I think no, because no matter how good this pose looks, no matter how good, even if it was like beat for beat identical, you could put the picture over itself and it would be exactly the same. If they're in the statue market, they're in the statue market. Like that's it. They're not looking for a figure. But I think for us, who had in the back of their mind, ooh, that Queen Studio statue is pretty nice. Just sitting in there, sitting in the back of your mind.
The statue is 6 scale, correct?
Statue is 6 scale.
They have a third scale
price
one
on
too. They have a third scale one too. Yeah.
And there's a third scale. This
What's
one
the
has
price
rooted
on it?
hair. I don't know.
$765. Yeah.
Hey, that's not bad considering you get the pod and Catwoman.
Yeah.
Look at Bob Dylan. He said, "Nope, I want both."
That's not bad, but think
That's
about
like a
it.
third more than you pay for the Hot Toys.
You can get these two from Hot Toys for less, and you have more posing options. Yeah, you're not going to want to necessarily leave it in this on the Bat Pod for too long. But if you're also getting Batman, then you've got the pod that can work with both of them. I think that's where I don't think they're expecting to convert people that are going for the 1/3 scale, but for the 1/6 statue, I think there are going to be some people who say, "Oh, well, now let me do this."
It would look pretty cool though if you had the 6 scale statue, because the reason for getting the Bat Pod with her is to put her on it. So if you can't do it, this pose. So it kind of, I get what you're saying there, Brendan. You do have multiple options, but the primary reason you would get it would be to put her on it, and it would still look really good. Like if you got the Queen Studios and put it with your 1/6 Dark Knight line, it would look great. It would fit in perfect.
Yeah. I think you have to. I think it has to. You start with the intent of the collector. Are they getting the statue in 6 scale just because they don't have the Hot Toy and they want her in the collection and the scale matches, or do you want her and you were getting that that makes sense. Was it you want the statue or you're getting it because you don't have the Hot Toy and it's oh wait, well now I do. I can't do that pose for a long period of time, but I could do that, but I can also use the Bat Pod with Batman too and stuff. So it's about the intent of the collector when they were going to make that purchase. So I don't think all of them are going to switch over from that 6 scale statue to this, but I think a good number of them will.
It's a great set. Yeah, it is.
I want to see that 6 scale statue. I've never seen anything on a smaller scale from Queen in person, so I'm curious to see how's the scaling going to be. Is it going to be slightly undersized or slightly oversized, or there are so many questions that I have about this Queen 1/6 scale statue, and I'm all for them doing more 1/6 scale stuff, because unlike all of my arguments about quarter scale Mando versus the Iron Studios or the Sideshow, it's irrelevant here, because with Mando you can pull off all those poses, no damage to the suit. Whereas this isn't it is not the same because you will damage the suit. So
is that Queen Studios' first attempt at 6 scale statues?
Hey, look at that! That's how my back is right now.
They did the Joker too, and the police suit Joker. They did that one too, but those are the only two I think.
So those are the only two they've done in 6 scale so far.
But I mean that's pretty cool. Like,
No, that's
mean, it's-
awesome. I absolutely
Yeah,
love it.
like if I was gonna get a Catwoman, I'd sold out now, but I would have gotten this over the Hot Toys. Hot Toys is great, but putting her in that pose is pretty cool. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Well, but you also need to realize that this is the way they did this particular piece. So this is gonna be perfect for this, right? The
Right.
angle, the pose is just badass,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
With the Hot Toys, you have the liberty of do whatever you want,
Sure.
literally, right?
Mhm.
Yes, the limitations of the suit. We don't know how durable is it gonna be, if it's gonna last. We will not know because again, this is gonna be a brand new, quote unquote, figure. We
Just get
know what
two.
happened.
You know,
Just get two, get one like that, the other one in the box, and then just see what happens.
yeah.
But you know, that's my thoughts about this. Definitely an improvement. I was looking at pictures from the original one and this one. It
Do you
is
have the original?
I don't have
You
the
don't have the
original.
I don't either.
I never had. I only had Bane, Joker, and the Dark Knight. That's what I had. And then I sold it like years ago. But now with the reissue, I guess it was a good opportunity for me to get them back. So, but not to say that the first one was a bad release either. I think it was a really good looking one, but there's definitely an improvement on the second one.
So
You
are you?
guys-
So Dante, are you getting it? Are you thinking about getting the second one?
Oh
or no?
yes, I want to get the line back. I'm hoping that
Yeah,
they're
do
gonna
it, Dante.
reissue.
Do it.
Do it.
Joker and Bane. That's what we
Joker
need.
and
need.
Bane, yeah.
That's
Do you
what
guys
we-
all
that's what-
think?
the
Do you guys
Catwoman's
all
great,
think
but-
that Hot Toys and statue companies kind of taking cues from one another and it influencing what they're making is going to
Absolutely.
work out better
I
for
think
all of
so.
us as collectors with more
Absolutely.
options?
I think they're all seeing the market. Yeah.
What sells more? It's all about money. You know?
And we win. We all win. So
But
Yeah.
the funny thing
Yeah.
is, the statue companies are only making Nolan stuff because, number one, it's an old property, so there's an existing fan base. They know it's going to sell.
right.
Whereas Hot Toys, they don't have to rely on that. They can make the new stuff because they've got the license already. They're not experimental. They're not a tiny little company that will go bankrupt if they don't sell out of this one particular piece. So it's interesting to see that they're taking that really small startup company mindset like J&D, who's doing, only established stuff like Wonder Woman. We've had, multiple films with her in it. We've got a bunch of Bale stuff. It's interesting that Hot Toys
Joker,
is like
yeah.
copying that. I thought Hot Toys would be like, oh, you're doing Bale? Awesome. We're doing the Suicide Squad and we're doing Shazam, stuff that they're not doing.
It's
But
weird.
they're actually
the one they're
copying.
cut.
It's
I
weird.
think they would do
Yeah.
that if these statue companies weren't doing such a good job.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's weird how Hot Toys to me, like there's clearly something in their market research that is telling them the Dark Knight is more popular and will sell than current
Yeah,
DC stuff,
Howard.
right? Yeah, Howard
Yeah.
maybe.
I love that movie.
But yeah, maybe Howard. But I'm saying like they keep going back to Dark Knight and they just keep like for the most part ignoring current DC stuff. They're just like we just
know,
like they
it's
made
so
one
sad.
Suicide Squad line. That movie didn't do well at the box office, but the Dark Knight, I feel like it's timeless. I mean, everyone loves the Dark Knight.
It's
They'll
like
continue to
Howard
buy it.
keeps making Keanu Reeves.
It's proven. It's proven itself.
It's proven. Like
So,
if you
right.
make a Joker, that shit will fly off the cell.
Oh,
shelves.
yeah.
I
Look,
mean, like,
it looks
like-
exactly what
Jokers as they
happened.
make, I will
Right.
buy.
right.
Right. Look at what happened with J&D, right? Like freaking
Right.
sold out
Yep.
like in minutes. That's what they say. The Prime One Studios Joker too is a really good piece. I'm gonna get
The
that
Queen
one.
Studios Art Edition sold out real
first one.
fast. Yeah, yeah.
But
Now,
then
do you-
why are they? So the point is here, like, why are they taking so long to release or reissue 2.0, 3.0, whatever, DX Joker?
I think
Like,
the
what are they
Yeah,
taking?
give us the
they're just
Joker.
I think
waiting.
it's because they want to get it right.
yeah.
They've
I mean,
seen their
you're gonna have to be
competition and they
rooted.
know they have to.
I think
get
it's
it
just
right.
Hot Toys
You're
doing
gonna have
Hot
to be
Toys
rooted
shit.
here. No.
I mean, because they did Batman, they did Two-Face, they did Catwoman, the Tumblr, the quarter scales. I mean, they have to do it. There's really no skip now.
Scale Bane.
Quarter scale Bane.
Quarter
would be
scale
tempting.
Bane would be
That would be
insane.
cool.
That would be that would.
And I have the
definitely
big
be
Bane, and I still would want quarter scale.
expensive. Do you
maybe.
guys
Or even a
think?
quarter
Do
scale
you guys think
Catwoman.
that?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
why
definitely.
not?
Do you guys
Come
think
on.
that diorama kind of bases like these and like the ones we're seeing with Spider-Man
it.
and stuff are a
Absolutely killed
reaction
it.
to the statue industry?
I
They
think
want to
so.
kind of make
Oh,
something that's more
absolutely.
It's
dynamic.
definitely a
and-
newer thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they make it bigger too, because they want to kind of scale it closer to 1/3, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I
Yeah.
see it.
And they can
'Cause
make
they-
more money. I mean,
And Hot
so-
Toys basically got like criticism from all of us for like a straight year of just giving us sand bases with the
Yeah,
same goddamn
yeah.
footprint.
The
And-
amount
Yeah.
of, if you clip together every time one of us said diorama base, I'm pretty sure you'd have like multiple hours worth of footage. So I'm not to say that I hate being the one that says, oh, Hot Toys listen to, they don't obviously listen to us, but there's something to be said for every single one of us here mentioning diorama base at least once in the last year. that goes to show that there is some demand at least for it.
I think we all owe statue companies a thank you, because even if you're not buying, I mean, I am, but even if you're not buying statues, they are having an impact on what Hot Toys is giving us, and I think it's for the better for all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Part
think
of
it's
the
mostly
reason
Prime
why-
One and Iron Studios, but yeah, because J&D bases
Yeah.
are very simple, and Queen are like fairly simple too. But
I just mean the licenses and then the quality in general. I think
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
paying
yeah.
attention to what's popular in the statue market and then trying to give us some of that in the 6-scale market.
Right.
So I give
Yeah.
credit to J&D as well, Queen Studios, Iron. Like, I think they're all just kind of making Hot Toys realize that, well, you know, if we don't do something that stays on pace, then people will buy statues.
Yeah, it's a
The
wake
base
up
is
call.
not an
honestly.
afterthought.
Yeah, it's definitely a wake up call, man. Which kind of I want to kind of lead into this first subject tonight. And it probably would be divisive, but I want to look at it from a good point, like a good aspect of it. And it's basically delays.
please,
Could be a good thing, you know what I mean? Delays. Could it be a good thing? Now I know, and before everybody speaks, I know that we're looking at a time when we're getting all these new reveals, all these releases ahead of releases that were supposed to drop. So I know we're looking at that right now. But do you think that with the delays, it could also be? I'm gonna start with you, Justin, because this is kind of important here. Do you think that with the delays, it gives them somewhat time to perfect certain things, or do you think that's something that, okay, you know, like it was like, for instance, you just said that we know that Hot Toys doesn't listen to us, but do you think that they listen to us from a positive standpoint when it comes to the simple fact that they know people want a level of perfection? You know, they want things to be at least, you know, they want to get what they pay for, and they want, you know, they know we have these conversations about head sculpts, about tailoring, articulation, stuff like that. Do you think that the delays could be a good thing in a sense that it gives them time to kind of get things a little bit better? Do you think that, you know, that could be a possibility?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if you all have all seen the quarter scale Mando review, but the battle damage / blown off part of the battery cell for the E-Web, the battle damage is very typical Hot Toys diorama stuff, very smooth and not that jagged and sharp looking. What I'm trying to hint at is the Mark 85 battle damage also looked that way when it was on display at the China Joy convention. So that's typical of Hot Toys. Their battle damage has always looked that way. It's got this kind of soft, not very HD look about it. They've always done it that way. I don't know why. But I think that now that they've seen the level of perfection that people, specifically collectors in Hong Kong, are after, they will take this time, the delays, they'll take this time to get certain things right. They won't change everything. They can't change a lot of things, but the things that they can change to get it to where it needs to be, I think they will. Like the black and gold suit Spidey, which released in a super short amount of time, and it had a production change with the forearms going from red to the black and gold. So it had a mid-cycle change, and it was still out early.
Yeah.
So I think they are able to make changes on the fly, and when stuff is delayed, it makes it even easier for them. They can get it right. They can take their time. They can, maybe there was a material that they were thinking about using. They used it for the prototype, but they discovered that it won't hold up long term, and they want to switch it out before final production. If there are some delays, they've got some time to do that. They can figure it out. A bit more R&D, perhaps. I don't know. I'm curious, actually, because when the first iPhone was announced, it was a complete disaster on stage. They never got through a full run through once. They didn't know if the prototype was going to hold up. It was held together with, blue tack and all sorts. And I'm pretty sure the same thing can be said for Hot Toys prototypes. If you were to try and pose that thing, it would literally fall apart. I've spoken to Susan before, and she said prototypes would arrive from Hot Toys for conventions, and she would be setting them up, and they would literally just crumble in your hands. So prototypes aren't as close to a final product as we might think. So there are a ton of things which they don't even know how they are going to fully do until they get to the factories and they are trying to tool and they are trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Delays can be important and they can be a positive thing. Sometimes. Not for
Sometimes.
Pennywise, because I want to get that thing out of here. Never talk about it.
You got that right. Where's Pennywise?
Speaking of Pennywise, we're going to go to you, Will. Do you think
Okay.
that delays could
Will
be...
is Pennywise.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
In real life. Yeah.
Is Pennywise in real life?
Yeah.
What do you think delays could be a pretty good thing? Do you think it's...
Yeah, I do agree with Justin. I do think like if a delay happens, usually it is a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
You know, we don't view it that way in the time because we want it, and you
Yeah.
know that's how we are as collectors and really just as human beings. Like we do want that instant gratification, and we've been waiting for a figure for a long time, especially if it's been delayed by a year. Like Pennywise or Loki should have been out probably months ago, 6 months ago. He should have been out, right? But he's not. So, you know, he could come any day now. So I still wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat thinking about it. But, you know, eventually it will happen. So, but I will say that it's probably a good thing. And also it's a good thing for your wallet, too. Because if you have a long pre-order list at the same time, like, you know, if you're getting hit right now, I think we're all getting hit with a lot of charges at once because there's a lot dropping. Yeah. So things getting delayed. I'm like, I'm fine with that. I'm good. I'm good with that. You know, because I think it's a good thing when you're getting hit with a lot of charges at once, especially if you have payment plans running or things like that. So I think that's a win too. So Justin makes a good point about, you know,
DK's comment. Maybe Hot Toys figuring out. Maybe Hot Toys is figuring out how to make Pennywise make you float when you receive it.
That's good. Maybe they'll add a third head sculpt with deadlights. Dante and I would be crazy if that happens.
Yeah.
You know,
that is.
That's a license right there.
Yeah,
They should
exactly.
add like a street. They should add like a street diorama with him looking out of the sewage pipe. They should.
Oh,
That'd be
dude,
decent.
yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yes, even
That's
I would
cool.
like to see that. And
That would be
cool.
nuts.
But,
Because I mean, because all they would have to do is like do like they did with like they're doing with the Darth Maul diorama or just the box or whatever. Like just do it like that where you just put him inside the box but have the top lid as just the
cool.
the street, and that would be incredible.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Hot Toys,
like,
if you listen and try something like that.
Well, because and Leo, Justin made a really good point to you about Battle Damage 85 for sure. When they showed Battle Damage 85, what was about to be the final product, people supposedly in Hong Kong lost their shit, and like they were like, I think that's where Howard made like the man babies comment, didn't he, Justin? Because like the Mark, I think that's in relation to the Mark 85 Battle Damage because people were not happy, and people online in the States were not happy, and everywhere else either. So that's one where they will kind of delay that one. And like Killmonger, I remember they delayed to get the head sculpt right, and they killed it. So I mean, that's another one.
Yeah,
so,
I was going to say that.
I'm happy with it, and usually it results in something good, but not
Hulkbuster
always.
too. Hulkbuster got delayed for ages, and they completely changed the engineering so you could put Mark 43 inside. So
super swap.
Dude, I'm assuming that's all I can assume is that's the case with Pennywise and Loki, but we'll find out because you know they got that new Loki sculpt for the TV show that people really like, so maybe they'll kind of revise the Avengers Endgame Loki sculpt and make it a little bit better. So maybe that's what
I
they're
don't
doing.
love that one, Will. I know you love it, but I don't love that one.
I love that sculpt. I really like it. I mean, with the helmet on, it's fine anyway. So
with the helmet on, it's great, but I think his forehead is like 5 miles long without the helmet.
Maybe it's because they fit the helmet on or something with the hair.
It is absolutely
yeah. But maybe just give it a swappable sculpt. Give it a second sculpt.
Head.
I mean, that was
But
I mean, But anyway, I think it's a good thing overall. It's just it hurts in the moment because you're like, where are these figures we paid a lot of money for? And like you said, there's no communication, so it's just kind of you're left in the dark.
Brother Cousins, man, what you think about the delays, brother? You think pretty much it could be, because I know you're like me, like there's certain figures that we are waiting on. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we waited on, a year or so with a pushback for Doom, and look how good. Look how good.
KG was great in that. Yeah.
KG was phenomenal in that.
I never got my check though.
Yeah, I did.
What the fuck, KG?
I didn't get to go to the premiere. I was trying to figure out how you get to go to the premiere.
I know.
Right.
Justin's going to Spider-Man, so I mean.
I know. I'm seeing Spider-Man on Monday for y'all. They sent me a bunch of.
That's what happens when you're in the Matrix.
There's Sony Dropbox, which has a bunch of Spider-Man stuff in it. Yeah, I got a ticket, Dante. I got hooked up with a ticket. Thank you to Sony.
He's standing in the back. Yeah,
that is what's up.
I was standing in the back with my camping chair ready. Now we actually get seats.
He's selling pop.
That's what's up.
So either you're gonna be in the back standing, or you're gonna be in the front, the first line.
Right.
It's not assigned seating, by the way. It's so I can sit wherever the hell as long as I get there. I can sit wherever I want.
Yeah, there you go. But nah, brother Cousins, bro, what do you think about these delays, man? Do you think it's something that could be a good thing, man?
It could be a good thing. Definitely when it comes to quality control issues, finding out what materials they're going to use. Absolutely. And especially if you're like me, I get bored and I buy stuff. And that can be real deadly because then the money that you have allocated for stuff that you was waiting for, be like, all right, I can get it. It's not going to come out. Let me go get this, like a Terminator arm or something like that. That's hella expensive. And then next thing you know, the thing you really wanted comes out. And then you're like, damn.
Somebody was bored. So you said you were bored. You were bored and you started buying stuff.
Just start buying stuff.
That happens a lot.
That'll happen. Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
What is this
Thanks for
shit?
the $1.99 super chat, Luminar. Besides the paint, what is the delaying golden armor? I know golden armor Wonder Woman. I already know.
We're still waiting.
Tomorrow.
We're still waiting
the
on it.
wings, the engineering required for the wings, and how that's all going to hold up, and it's not an easy one to do. I would imagine. I think that the wings are going to be quite a challenge because it's a very light frame female body. How's it going to peg in? How stable is it going to be?
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
And plus, we're getting that head sculpt with rooted hair.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
hair.
So, is the
there-
head sculpt going to live up to the one that we actually? That's the part.
It better.
Oh my God! If
And
it
Justin,
doesn't,
I'd be fine with that explanation if they just gave us that as an explanation.
I
okay?
know.
It's going to take like 6
I
months
know.
more, or it's going to take whatever. Like,
Right, it
I don't
would be
care if
nice.
they say, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
this is going to take another year because we're."
We don't even
it's
need
like,
a
okay.
date. We just need, hey, this is put on the website. We're
Yes.
working on this. This has been delayed. No further questions. No further
Yes.
information. That's all that we would. would be
And that's what's
perfectly happy.
killing. That's what's killing us. The silence. They don't tell us anything
yeah.
at all.
So bad. Come on now,
Yeah,
guys.
I know.
Pick up
The only thing
phone.
the only thing they said
we
was
wanna
in their
talk to you.
Twitter version in Hong Kong that
Yes,
whether you want
Weibo?
the right the
Weibo.
Weibo.
think so.
If you want the Dark Arc or Electro or the
Make the but that's so
Goblin.
ridiculous. Just make them all hot toys. Don't be lazy.
no, but that's a marketing.
Make
I
them
mean,
all.
come on, that's a marketing move. That's what they do
is,
because
it
look what
is,
happened. Toys R Us reissued those two right
They did.
there.
By
They
the way-
started with that.
Clever. Very
Boom.
clever.
It is smart.
You
KG
know?
the collector, bro. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, I know. KG, I can read your facial expression. I know, but do you think that there's a possibility that it could be a good thing, bro?
Yeah, not for me. I got to wait for my paycheck, and you're 10%, so I got to wait for that one. No, honestly, it could be a really good thing because it could be a good thing for your wallet and also the final product. Because I mean, with that Battle Damage 85, when I first saw what was supposed to be the final product, I was not happy with the product. I don't have it on pre-order yet, but for like a $500 figure, I mean, we have to get like top tier level of detail with that one. Now I know it comes up soft, but it can't be that soft. It's unacceptable. Things like that. Look, I don't care if they have to delay it for another year. Just get that thing perfect. The longer, the better. That's how I said. The longer it takes, the better it will come out. And I think Jed, one of his IG live stories, said, if it comes out, it comes out. We keep saying, oh, I hope it comes out this week. Just, if it comes out, it comes out. It's simple as that.
Mhm.
And, with delays, for instance, the Venom, they rushed that out really quick. And look at the issues that it's been having.
Yeah.
Really bad issues with the whole peeling issue and things like that. If they would have set that exact date, which was January to March 2022,
Yeah.
things would have been okay. I think they would have seen the pros and cons of the figure, and they would have fixed those really quickly, and they haven't, right? So things like that. And I think, with these delays, it helps us with our wallets. And also with the golden armor situation, I heard that there was a paint flaking issue with the gold. Justin, I don't know if you're going to confirm with that, but I think there was a paint flaking issue with the actual
prototype did have. Let me see if I can bring up the photos that Ryan took of the prototype at Secret Base because the paint was flaking off on the prototype. Hold on, while y'all are talking, I'll see if I can.
Right.
So that's the
this is
thing,
what
which could make it better, which could be a good. That's why, because I thought about it, is with that armor, is that flaking issue, and it's because we're talking about a complete gold figure. Like, I mean, just the armor itself. It might have like certain pieces that might be more, it might be a mixed media type of thing, when it comes to that figure. But yeah, I mean, I would figure something like that they would have to perfect, and which is cool. But Ahsoka, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
But I mean, but it
really
could be
messing
a
with it.
reason.
there were
Really messing
rumors
with the
that there
head
was
sculpt with that one. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
the
go
head
ahead,
sculpt.
Xavier.
No, it's fine. No, I was just gonna bring that up. They're saying there was rumors that they're trying to make the likeness look like Rosario Dawson more. I'm like, I don't know. I prefer the animated version, the way it looks like, and
I don't buy that at all.
That's a unique look. Anyways, at the beginning, there were some rumors about it, but I don't think it's now. The more
I feel like those were probably rumors started by collectors though, who were hoping.
No, actually,
for that
no. Actually, it was from the Hong Kong. Like we got that information from. I mean, at least me. And a lot of people did, but I don't know.
So you can see.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
You can see on the prototype, it's peeling off. Here, obviously.
Yeah, they're probably trying to fix that. Yeah.
Here, they also like the whole thing was held together by like you can see here, like it's literally like blue tack and glued together. Like it's not. The prototypes aren't as pretty as we sometimes think they are under super close inspection.
That's not pretty.
Right.
See, that has me nervous as hell, bro.
Well, remember though, because that's the prototype, like Justin had said, where they're kind of like held together with putty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this could absolutely not be something that like they've figured out this.
They
paint
will.
issue
They will figure it out.
2 months after the prototype was revealed, and they were just like this. The prototype just needs to look good for like the reveal. Other than that, so that doesn't. I mean, maybe it is the reason why it's been delayed because they're trying to work on that. But it's entirely possible that they figured that out like a year ago, and
would have had to, Brendan,
something
because
else.
Chrome Mando. I think that's why we never saw a Chrome Mando is because they hadn't perfected that process yet.
Yeah, and if they've got it for Chrome Mando, my guess is that it's probably a very similar, if not identical, process. It
would be, yes.
So I don't know if that's the actual reason why this still isn't out yet.
No, I don't think it's maybe one of they were figuring it out. I don't know.
But it's not the sole.
But it's not the number one. No, there are probably a bunch of little things. I would imagine the wings are a challenge, and then because if you think about it, the wings are multiple moving parts, so that gold in the joints specifically has to hold up if you are bending those wings multiple times.
It's another reason why I'm not expecting the Sam Wilson cap to hit the target window that's got, even that far out. I don't think it will.
It depends if they nailed it with the Wonder Woman. That's going to be a challenge. I 100% agree with that. Because, just the way it is designed and the way they want to make it, it's a lot of stress parts, like joints are tight, and that's gonna damage. Right. No matter how careful you are, it's at one point it's gonna pinch it. So I think
you're gonna be bending the wings, and you look at your hand. When you you're holding through this gold paint on your hand.
Right.
Yeah, that's
but just to be kind of like play devil's advocate here. Like, yes, the prototype is trash. Based on the pictures, like all the the paint chips and like they put some tape to hold it together, but it is the prototype. At the end of the day, that's the prototype. So we need to be mindful of that. That's been exposed everywhere, lighting and everything is really like abuse type of figure, right? So obviously some damage is gonna happen. So I will exercise cautious because I'm 100% telling you they don't want to make another fuck up like they did with the Tony Stank.
Right.
They don't, because they cannot afford it. Look this is the reason why we got the delays in the first place. It wasn't because besides the pandemic, which was a huge factor, it was the fact that they screwed that up, and the complaint was so much that they have to do something. And it was the first time in history that I can remember that they send a letter to everyone saying we're going to replace the Haskell. That right there is extra money, extra resources, and delaying other figures.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm crazy, but I'm starting to like that head sculpt on the civilian Tony that I put together. I don't know why it is the case, but I got to.
It's not bad though.
What, the Tony Stank one?
Yeah, it's really not like a trashy one. It's a good.
I've never seen it in person.
In person is better than
he looks better. I think.
Really like that sculpt. I didn't know why that sculpt got so much.
That's a cool outfit, though, Justin. I like that.
It is.
Yeah, it's a little end game cardigan.
Yeah, it's cool. Will. You don't see that.
Cardigans.
Yeah, I wear cardigans. I know I've been around. I don't wear cardigans. Yeah.
So I'm actually
H&M
going
Old
in the
Navy.
display.
Yeah.
Will knows.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of a
very fancy poo.
So
let me have those in the States.
So let me ask the next question real quick while we're here. Do you think they'll be worth the wait?
They be worth the wait.
They better
Pennywise
be. Damn. They better be.
They better. I love that answer, brother, because they better.
They better be. Especially Ahsoka. Better be. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ahsoka should have come out like 6 months ago.
So, okay, the reason why I asked this question is because, like, someone brought up earlier. I think was it Will? You were talking about the Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger.
The backlash that we were getting off of that figure when they basically released it was like behind the scenes. It was a photo that was leaked, and everybody talked about the armor. They hated it. We hadn't even seen the head sculpt yet. And when they finally released that thing, it was like, yo, that Michael B. Jordan head sculpt was on point.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was probably one of the best head sculpts I have ever seen. It is phenomenal. And that figure is, I mean, it's sold out now, right? Like pretty much you might as well say.
I can't believe it's not like hella price. I'm shocked that Killmonger is not like hasn't become a hella or a Yondu because it's that good of a figure. Yeah.
Bro, that sculpt was amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I can't wait to get my black and gold Spider-Man because I'm posing it with that figure.
Oh, nice!
Like
they
literally,
go together. Yeah,
I'm posing it with that figure.
That Killmonger is sick. I mean, the character's amazing and the figure's amazing.
Hell yeah, it is. So again, I mean, that's why I kind of posed that question. Do you think, Brendan, do you think it basically would be, with all the delays and everything that we have right now, do you think, it will, once they are released, that it'd be worth the wait?
9 times out of 10, Hot Toys does it right. And we're happy with what we've got, even if it's, delayed forever. Like a Cody or a Rex or
Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the thing where the delays are frustrating as hell. It's not even so much the delays, it's the lack of communication that really gets you. So, and like we were talking about with does it benefit us? Does it make things better, when we have these delays? In most cases, we don't really have any way of knowing. Mm-hmm. Right? Because unless there's a visible, noticeable, discernible difference between the prototypes, the original photos, and then the final product, we don't know. It could be some underlying, engineering thing that makes the body sturdier. It could be absolutely nothing. It could be a completely unrelated thing. So in most cases, we don't actually know if the delay was to improve or if it was just Hot Toys doing Hot Toys shit, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know what that is in most cases. But ultimately, like Batman Beyond, I love this figure. It's an amazing figure. That one, it was like, guys, what are we waiting for? Why is this taking so long? There are a lot of figures that take a really long time, and then we
I got that,
and then we're like, wow, these things ended up being amazing. I can't remember the last time that there was a really big delay on a Hot Toy that I then got it in hand and I was like, eh. Yeah. Like, so if
apparently we should all be like that because I get told I love everything too much. So apparently I should be, just for the sake of evening it out, I should like a certain amount and I should also not like a certain amount. But you know what? Fuck that.
No, as long as you're honest about what you like and what you
like 5 out of 10, so that means the other 5 he's got to not like. No.
As long as you're honest about what you like, then that's all that matters. If you like 95 out of 100 figures, you don't need to make a balance so that there's an equal number that you don't like. All right? As long as you're honest about what you like and what you don't like, then that's fine. And we have a situation where, like, Justin, you like a lot more than I do. Just because there are certain things that you're into. For example, I'm not a Power Rangers guy. You dig Power Rangers.
There you go.
So I'm not going to be into those. I don't like, to be perfectly honest, the Sam Raimi films. And I never liked the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suits. Okay? So you like that Thunder Toys one?
I love it.
I don't.
It's real good.
Okay? So it's okay if people give their honest opinion about something and then just
here we go.
Buy it or you don't buy it.
I know where this is coming from.
So I don't give a shit about that.
Yes, I know, Jeddah. There was a little, I said a little something in my stream, but I stand by it. I mean, I as reviewers, like normal people who don't review stuff and people don't really give two shits about their opinion, absolutely, totally fine. You can say whatever you want. But if we are presenting information in a way that helps consumers decide if something is worth their while, I feel before we cast judgment, like I always say, it's worth taking a look at it in hand. I would never say that something is a complete pile of horseshit, and that's where I was coming from. So I wasn't a personal attack on you, Jeddah. It was just, that's how I saw it, and guess what? We all have opinions, so I had an opinion on your opinion. And that's, at the end of the day, you don't have to agree with me, but I was just telling you what I think about that approach, which I don't love. I don't love that approach. I prefer to see it in hand. Same thing with reviewing a movie. If John Campea came out and said, "Fuck Matrix Resurrections, it looks like a piece of horse shit,"
Which
and
he always
never even
does.
saw the movie, and he never even saw the movie.
Right.
We would be saying, looking at it with that same lens versus
That's
if
also John Campbell.
my wife said that she didn't want to watch Matrix Resurrections because it looks like a piece of horse shit. She's not a reviewer. That's not her. She doesn't have an audience that pays attention to her opinion. It's not the same thing. So that's where I was coming at it from. Hopefully that explained what I was trying to say a little bit clearer.
And I get that, Justin. To me personally, because I watched Ryan's video on that, and I personally agree with his opinion. I'm not a reviewer, so I don't
and that's
I don't
completely
do,
up to you.
But
Exactly.
but I mean, the same thing is like I'm telling Lael constantly, you're gonna get that armorized Deadpool. Now he fights me on it,
No,
but
I'm not
he's like,
doing
no,
that
that
shit.
looks like shit. I don't want to do that. And
That's the only thing I'm not
he's done
doing.
reviews. He does posing videos.
Don't
So
do it, Lael.
I don't think you have to buy something and then review it to be able to offer an opinion on
Excellent.
it.
Next week, I'm going to take the week off from reviewing. All I'm going to do is just get the pics up on screen. I won't review the Hot Toy Zombie Deadpool. Just going to get the pics up, and I'm going to tell you if I love it or hate. I don't have to do any more reviews anymore.
Nah, hell no.
Thank you,
I need
Brendan.
that review.
I am done. Thank you so much, Brendan. I can take the week off. I'm going to sit back. I'm
Play
gonna
some
No.
Red
do
Dead
You
too,
can-
man.
you have
Play
every
some Red
right
Dead
to
Coke
do that
and
if you
enjoy
want.
yourself.
I'm
But
just
I
saying,
think- I
people
will-
don't
Nope,
buy
nope,
any
nope,
juice
nope.
anymore.
I want to say something.
Fuck no. I will fly all hell. Wait, stop. Stop.
I'm just saying it can go.
Stop.
That's what
I
we're
will
gonna do
fly.
as
I will jump
reviewers,
on
and
a
we're gonna do
Qantas.
it
I'll
right,
get a
actually.
Qantas flight because it only takes 13 and a half hours from
Qantas, yes.
I'll get on Qantas. I'll get on first class, business class, whatever. So comfortably, I can be in comfort while I fly over to Melbourne and on camera while you're live. And I'm going to make you go live so I can choke you out unless you basically do. Fuck that. I need that review. Fuck all that. Do that review. That's
No,
what's
I'm
up.
just saying everybody can
Oh,
take their
damn.
own approach.
Yeah.
And I don't
Oh,
think
no,
that has to be
absolutely,
a point of
Brendan, but
contention.
I just feel that, like you always say, some approaches, especially when it comes to if we are reviewers and what we do is review, I feel like we should review before we cast judgment. That's just what I feel is right when it comes to products, because people put time and effort and people spend money on these things. So I feel like if we are the channels that are established who provide opinions on plastic that people are both spending time and money to make, spending time and money to buy, I just feel it's right to look at it first before we say. And the same thing goes for saying that something is tremendous. Jeddah said if I said I loved it, then you wouldn't be saying that. No, it's the exact same thing. Someone in his own Facebook group, in fact, said to him, well, how do you know Flash is top DC figure of the year? You never even reviewed it. It's the same thing, whether you love it or hate it. I'm not saying just because you hate it, you're wrong. Just because you love it, you're wrong. I just feel if you're a reviewer, people take your word
That's fair.
quite seriously. That's what I'm trying to say.
In fairness to that post about the Flash and being the top,
It
that
was
was
funny.
a
It was in
joke
jest.
because
I know,
there
it
were
was in
only
jest.
3, so it's
Yeah,
like
I know,
obviously
I
it was
know,
in the
I know.
top 5. But
Of course,
Yeah.
it was in
when
jest.
you do reviews, right? I always say it's very easy to trash something. It's the easiest thing you can do is trash something. But if you're gonna trash something, at least have it in hand. Like if I say I
that's
like this
fair. I
figure,
think
it's
that's
because I have it in hand. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's a piece of shit. Oh, but do you have it? Oh no, I don't. Like I don't have. How can I speak about something if I don't have it?
Like Venomized
You know?
Groot really surprised both Ryan and I. We loved Venomized Groot in the end. And if you'd showed me the pictures, I would have told you that I wasn't excited for it. It looks terrible. Yeah, absolutely. But I got it in hand. We both got it in hand. And it turns out that Jeddah and I both really loved it. It was a big surprise.
But to your
Something
point
to surprise
though,
you.
Justin, I think you can say I think it looks terrible. If you say it is terrible, I think that's different than saying I think it looks terrible.
That's the thing, saying it is a complete pile of horseshit and utter garbage, and that I would never waste my money on it. It's a bit. Those are pretty harsh criticisms. That's why I got a little bit fired up.
But I feel like he said it
pretty
looks.
aggressive.
I feel like he said it looks like. I mean, I don't remember.
We're getting into
specifically.
semantics now. It's just that's my
Okay.
thoughts. You don't have to agree
Yeah,
with me.
that's cool.
We'll
So
move on.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, because we're going to move on from that, because like I said, what I want with this particular show, again, it is a discussion, and I get there's a difference of opinions, but it's a time and a place to have it. But what I'm saying is I want to get back on focus of basically worth the wait, because here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say it like this. Either you like it, you don't like it. If you have it in hand, you don't have it in hand. That's your opinion. You can stick to it. It's that at the end of the day, we're all good people, and we can come together. We can actually so it's the thing is, it's like there's no personal attacks. There's nothing like that. We
No,
can actually all
exactly.
talk and have
we all love to
communication at
talk.
the end of the day. So that's cool. But what I want to actually get back on and where I'm at is, again, with these figures and with the delays, Dante, do you think basically it's worth the wait? Do you think basically we're living in a space where it is worth the wait? You know what I mean?
Well, if you really want the figure, obviously, it's always worth the wait. Going back to the previous delay topic, right? Some people saying if it's good or bad delays, is two approaches of that, right? If you pre-order something, let's say you're paying for something. I don't know how that works. I don't know if you have to pay that before it's. I'm assuming you have to pay it off before it's released.
Yeah.
But that might be a pain in the ass, right? Like when you pay something and you wait a longer time to get it, it's painful, right? If you do the deposit, right, and it takes 2 years, then when it comes, I'll pay for it, right? But you have that, you can wait, I guess.
Yeah.
But what happened with Hato, we discussed this before. The delays happen because of them, right? They did that to themselves.
Yeah.
Plus the pandemic, whatever. Now, is it worth the wait? I mean, if Pennywise comes out perfectly, of course it's going to be worth the wait. Of course it's going to be worth the
We love
wait.
you.
Hold
We
on,
love
Dante. Before you speak, nothing personal at all. We're good. Yeah, Jetta, that's fine and dandy, but I still didn't get my motherfucking shirt. I've been waiting on my T-shirt for the longest time. Blame Jetta. I'm still waiting on that shit, bruh. So it is personal for me right now. Until I get my damn shirt, it's personal. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead, Dante.
And you never invited me to play Call of Duty again. I'm pissed.
No, I'm saying like if the figure is good, it's worth the wait. If it's but in honesty, right? If you're spending money, if you're spending $250, $300 for a figure, chances are that it's going to be a good figure. It cannot be something horrible like trash, for example, right? So it is difficult to rate Hot Toys, to be honest with you, because even if you're not a fan of the character, that still doesn't mean that the figure is horrible. Because let me tell you, the Venom pool. I mean, not Venom pool. The zombie Venom. Zombie
Deadpool.
Deadpool. I'm sorry, I'm fried. Right now I'm fried. Literally, my brain is fried.
That's all.
That one, for example, when I did the figure preview, I said this is not for me. However, I'm gonna get it. You know why? Because I kind of like the pictures, and I said, you know what? Let me just get it, and let me just give my honest opinion when I have it in my hand. Because if I don't like it, then I sell it. Right? If I like it, I'll keep it. Simple as that.
See, Lael, that's why you need to get armored Deadpool.
I'm not doing that shit.
Did you see?
I'm saying that shit. I haven't even got it. I haven't gotten that shit in hand, and I don't like it. I just
Did you see that picture
don't.
of Armored Deadpool with all the like decals and stickers that someone photoshopped up? It looked really good, like with his catchphrases, and that's how they should have done it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
I'm not doing that shit. You know what, Brendan? All right, hold up. Brendan, this is what we're going to do. You get the shit, right? You get it, and you talk about the shit. I want you to basically put together a 5-minute video, and I want you to talk about it. If you think, because you're getting it, right?
Hell yeah.
So when you get that shit, I want you, everybody here are my witnesses right now. I want your ass to convince me to get that shit, okay? Let's see if you can do it.
Challenge accepted.
Thank you.
Quarter scale man. Quarter scale man.
I gave my reasoning. I gave my reasoning for that. $5 super chat we got for Bob Dylan. Just wanted to say thanks to the reviews. I get to wait to buy after seeing and hand. Wait a minute, it just kind of flipped up. An in-hand review, promo picks only go so far. True, very much. So we
Sometimes
do appreciate.
they make it look real bad.
Exactly.
Actually, like Leia. All of the layers have looked so soft in the promo pics, and then when I get them in hand, I'm like, wow.
What was
that?
that?
Actually, really impressed me.
Where would it go? So
Ray was another one too.
you see how Jetta bounced out of here when I said the T-shirt. He hasn't said he bounced as soon as I said the T-shirt. He's nowhere to be found. Jetta, I know you're listening. You're just not responding. I want my damn T-shirt, bruh. Hashtag bruh. Okay. So
Send me my Call of Duty invite.
exactly,
I
right?
want it, okay?
Yeah, look at it.
Next time I see him in Call of Duty lobby, I'm gonna mess him up.
Yeah, but okay. So
Well,
anyway,
you need to get Vanguard.
yeah,
I know it's too expensive.
Is it good, the new one?
Vanguard is awesome,
Yeah.
and this new season battle pass just dropped today. The maps, the weapons, it's really, really amazing.
Oh, I gotta
Okay.
get it. I think I'm gonna get
See,
Halo.
Justin, look
I'm
what the
get
fuck
Halo
you
tonight, I
started,
think.
man. Justin, look what you started, bro.
I tell you what, Leo, once you get that quarter scale man, there was something intangible about a quarter scale figure that, like, it looks like a real person. There's something about the proportions of a quarter scale figure that literally, when I had him just standing there for the
Yeah.
I literally audibly said,
You already
"Damn."
sold me. You already sold me.
Damn.
You already sold me.
I don't need to sell you because you're already in.
I had already sold him.
sold
The
yourself.
motherfucker was just stubborn. I had already sold him.
You already
on it.
sold me.
It's so
Yeah.
it is so impressive. Quarter scale Hot Toys figures. That light on the who knew that was going to light up? Maybe I'm just dumb and I didn't look it up. But I didn't know that light
It's a
on
nice
the torch
touch.
for his helmet was going to light up. Like what?
Yeah,
What?
it's cool. Yeah,
Quarter scale is amazing, man, and it does look like an actual, like a legit person, which
Looks
is
like a
why.
person.
And fucking Jeddah put it in my head about the Queen Studios half scale cap. He's like, dude, that's gonna look like a little child in your house. I'm like, God damn it, that's gonna now
It
it might
actually
freak me
will.
out.
It actually will.
I'm still getting
Sons
it,
of bitches.
but it might freak me out a little.
Brother
Half
cousins,
scale, yeah, big.
brother cousins, bro. What
Yes,
what you think? We already talked to you about the delays, and do you think basically it's a, you know, that is, would it be worth it? What you think?
No,
bro?
I mean, I do think it just depends on the quality of the figure. If it's going, like I said before, if it's all about them not telling us what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that makes us upset about waiting is that we see other things get fast tracked and put out while we're still waiting for things that should come out, like Loki.
Mhm.
You know, like Ahsoka, like, you know, various other figures. And that's the thing. It's just them not telling us what to expect and giving us an idea, and seeing these other things, Mandalorian or Star Wars or whatever, just gets fast tracked. And then that's the thing that's just killing it. But I gotta agree, and I think we all said it here, that most things that come out from Hot Toys, they come out damn good. I was actually looking to see if I ever got a figure that I was like, I didn't like that much. It's not really none, to be honest with
Rusty Deadpool for me is my one.
yeah. I
That's
remember that
just
review.
my
Justin.
one.
It was before I ever knew
That's
you. I
my
remember
one.
that. Yeah.
They should have put the duct tape on. That's the first time I think they've ever released a figure that's not accurate. They didn't even give you enough duct tape to make it accurate. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
I remember that figure. Yeah.
And the back of him was supposed to be red because in the movie only the front of him was gray and the back was still red. It was completely inaccurate. What the hell were they doing?
Yeah.
Mad. I'm
Yeah,
mad
that
about
was a
that. I'm
fail.
still to this day I'm mad about that one.
KG, brother. Besides the
Yeah.
simple fact that what time is it over there right now?
Right now, it's 7:48.
Uh-oh. 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 Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Before you start saying anything,
What?
where's my damn t-shirt, bruh?
That collection's looking real nice back there, bro.
I
It
got,
is.
I got some T-shirts or something. Over
I want mine. I want mine. Listen, I'm supporting your movie next week, bro. With J. Jonah Jameson. I'm going to see that, John, man. Where's my damn t-shirt, bro? What's up, man?
Look, you got to catch that damn Spider-Man, then you get a T-shirt. I mean, J.
Get some
Jonah
photos.
doesn't
Get
like
some
to-
pics.
Get some pics.
I
Come
don't
on,
know.
man.
He's
Yeah.
waiting to see your performance on Sunday, Leal. That's what it is.
My performance. We talking about my performance. Oh,
On Sunday.
Oh, okay.
On the is
Take
that
your
Sunday?
position. Take your position. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Take it. Put
No.
it. Mark it down.
I'm
Mark it down.
So I finally finished my freaking Lego Falcon tonight, so that's what
Okay.
17
Can we see
bags.
it? Is the question.
you can see it right there.
Ooh, yes,
nice.
that's the boy. That's the boy.
Real fancy.
Hold up. Don't just show it like that. Come on, man. Let's see one
Well,
more
I
time.
got look. I'm on my laptop, man. I got like nothing here. Look.
Look at that.
There we
Look
go.
at that. Look at that. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
yeah.
Come on,
Nice.
man. Come
So
on.
I've got a light kit and a stand coming for it.
You know, I'm kind of I still have you solo, but that's because I'm looking behind you. I'm just cheating real quick. I'm just trying to look and see. Okay, I can try some shit like that. Oh, I'm gonna try that too.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna try that.
It's
Maybe
destroyed right now. Like
Maybe
I'm
try some shit.
so.
Muy bien. I'm gonna try that right here. I'm just playing.
Oh, you like my 4 Death Watch Mandos that nobody really needs 4 of. So
Yes,
Hey.
you do. Death Watch Mando is badass. You can have one with the rangefinder down, one with one.
Hey.
Different
I got
knee
4 of them, so I'm good.
I got
mean,
2
we're gonna
with
have
1 on the
one.
way, so I
There
got
you
2 of them. One more's coming. So
If
you
I
know.
ever get a
0.
freaking Clone Wars General Kenobi, they'll be perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where is he, by the way? Hot Toys.
I don't know if they're ever gonna make him. At this point, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
They
tempted
they
put
have
my
to.
own
Come
Smash
on.
in, but
How many
Okay.
times
I
have we
think
said
you
that?
might be
though?
right. I don't know if they are ever going to.
Yeah,
Why would they skip on that?
I
Of all
don't
figures.
know. I don't know.
I wonder if
I mean, if you
pre-orders
keep
for
making Clone
Anakin are
Troopers,
low.
I'm good, but still,
So okay. So you're saying you don't, Justin? You don't think we're going to get it?
I don't think, honestly, if they were going to, I think they would have done it by now, to be honest, because the only other Obi-Wan that would be getting would be the show version. You can't really drop, if you drop Clone Wars and then you drop the show version, I bet more people would order the show version right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Let
think
me
they're
ask you
gonna
a question.
I don't think they're going to do both at the same time.
But let me
No.
ask you a question. Do you think, because this is what we got though? Because remember when they announced it? Actually, when we got the what was it? The Revenge of the Sith version, and everyone they were complaining about the lip, the mustaches. Do you think it could be because it was the same head sculpt when we saw it?
Yes.
So do you think that could be an issue too? They're trying to perfect that and get the head sculpt right. Do you think that could be
Maybe
what's
they are
delaying it?
doing. People have said that the Clone Wars armor is going to be seen in flashbacks or something in live action for the first time in the Obi-Wan show. If that is true, they could absolutely do a flashback version. I can already see it printed on a display-based nameplate. Obi-Wan flashback version. And
Yeah,
it'll be him in the clone
And so
armor.
don't ever put the clone one out that they teased,
Correct.
but instead just maybe that's what they, because the thing is, Anakin was announced a year ago or more, because
Should have been out by now.
he's supposed to be coming
Yeah.
out any day. Like it's supposed to be end of this year, beginning of next year.
that's really fucking good,
I don't
actually.
know
Yeah.
who that is, but
Abraham,
Yeah, I don't mean to spoil anything, but it did not end well for him. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it didn't.
well, I mean,
It didn't. It didn't. Okay, so sorry, KG. You were saying it, and I'm gonna move over to Jedi because I want to ask him the same questions. But what do you think, bro?
Yeah, like I said before, the longer it takes, the better. I mean, look, every single hot toy that we get is going to be worth the wait. I mean, if we know hot toys, if you're starting to collect hot toys, you know the longer waits.
Except Pennywise.
A year and a half, 2 years. It is what it is. We're going to get those longer waits. And I think by the end of the day, once we do get those figures, it's going to be worth the wait. I mean, for instance, the Endgame Hulk. I was not, for sure I'm going to pick that up. But when I had that in hand, I'm like, dude, this is worth it. It was definitely worth the wait. It's a great figure. I know it's not a fan favorite, but I think it's great. It's a great figure. So I think, yeah, for the most part, it depends on the figure. Depends if it's, the character like Ahsoka. Once we get that clone of Ahsoka, it's going to be worth the wait. Trust me.
Got you.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. Jada, that's the question I'm asking right now is, do you think, with all the delays, you think it'd be worth the wait? Like now, like with, opportunities to improve, stuff like that. Do you think?
I was thinking about this today because one of you guys were talking about this stream sometime. I was listening to something earlier. Anyways, I think the number one issue is not the weight; it's the inconsistency of weight. It's we got a figure that's released in 3 months. We got a figure that's 3 years, 2, 8. I mean, there's like here we're going to produce it within this quarter, and you really whatever they say on this is releasing on these dates don't mean a damn thing.
True.
Yeah.
True.
They mean nothing, and I think that's the problem. If they said, "Hey, look, we're gonna here's your Catwoman that they announced last night or today, and it's going to come out in 6 months," and it actually did. I mean, you're financing how those people.
Yeah.
You could budget for those kind of things, but right now it's like it's a guessing game.
The
man.
estimated release window is only slightly more accurate and reliable than the coming soon page on Sideshow's website.
Right.
Like
That's actually a fair point.
just slightly.
Some things
barely.
are worth the wait though. Some like the quarter scale Mando. I just unboxed it, just messing around with it. It's freaking unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's quite it's quite good. So I like that one. I mean, some other ones that I waited for. I mean, Pennywise for me is not worth the wait because
How dare you, Jeddah?
I'm just saying,
You come on the stream, you disrespect all the viewers.
I know.
No, it's all good. I get it.
But so it depends
Justin
on your
loves him,
attachment to the character and how good they do it. So
No, I don't, William. No, I don't.
I'll make you love him, Justin. It's fine.
I know Justin's serious when he
I am
uses
getting-
your proper name.
I am getting Pennywise. For those who've been asking me for months and months and months,
10
yes,
out of 10?
I will be reviewing it.
We're all
I'm
very
not
proud.
looking forward to that review at all.
I'm not looking forward
I'll be
to
the
it.
first to
Do-
comment.
I've already.
Do I use the
I've
black
literally
background?
already
First to be on the live
started,
stream.
Yeah, Dante and I'll be live streaming, so Justin, just
So-
release a review right after.
Ryan, are you getting it?
I will.
I'm gonna get it to review it, but I've
yeah.
already found a home for it. I'm not keeping it.
Yeah, I've already found a home for it too. Mine's going to Dean Knight, and he's going to review it as well.
Okay. So wait a minute though.
You're just playing fucking hot potato with
So
me.
wait a minute.
Get out of my house, goddamn.
What if there's a slight chance that once you get it, you actually love it?
Right.
I'll buy another one.
Zero chance.
No, you said it here. You said it here.
It might look good.
Well, how
and it
can we
might
judge a
pose
figure
well,
before it's
but
in hand and we review it though?
Here you go with that shit.
Like, how can we do
Wow.
that? You know what I mean? You know,
chance.
If
I
I,
think it-
really do like
I think-
it, I will buy another
I'm
one.
just stirring the pot. That's all.
I will say
Zero
though,
chance.
I agree that like there's not a snowball's chance in hell that I would ever like that figure. I will say though, for Ryan, you kind of said the same thing about Hellboy,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
I
Hellboy
did say
convinced
something
you.
about Hellboy. You are
Hellboy
absolutely
convinced
right.
you. I don't see that happening again. But
No,
it's,
I really don't like
there's a
horror.
small
I don't like
percentage.
horror films at all. Like I have zero.
Oh, okay, yeah,
interest
that
in-
makes
I
sense.
just
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
with you. I don't like them either.
I don't see the point of paying or spending hours of time to scare me. I don't understand the logic.
I don't need
My
a
brain
demented
doesn't
Ronald
work that
McDonald in my collection.
Tobe War
Hey.
commented earlier and said he was released. Well, did you see it? And I was like, you motherfucker. I went on there.
Now-
nothing there.
Literally, if I wanted to watch something that
Yeah.
just made me like scared and sad, or
Mhm.
just like not
Watch the
feel good,
news.
I'd watch a
Watch the
DC
news.
film or something.
Will, do
Literally
you
just
get?
watch
Do
the
people screw with you? Do you get messages all the time from people say they dropped Pennywise, and then
No,
you go look?
sometimes people
and
do it on live streams, and I do look, and then I get all excited. Like my heart drops for a second, and then nothing's there.
Yeah, they
People
fuck
will
with you all the
start doing
time.
that now, though. I think.
That's
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
pretty
Feel
feeling.
if they
it.
don't already, but the day it does come out, I know me and Dante both are going to get a million tags. I'm going to wake up the next morning and just have like a gazillion messages. So.
Well, now, Dante, are you getting it to review it, or are you like excited about the
Oh, I
character
love
and the
horror.
release?
I love horror movies.
It's his most anticipated
yeah.
figure,
He
not
loves
because
to
of
be-
me.
Yeah, I
He loves
love
to
it.
be
I
scared.
love it.
You know, he likes being scared.
I'm a 41-year-old. Do you think I'm gonna get scared and clowns?
You like the jazz hand?
Instead of a
Oh,
clown.
man.
He's
I
he's
guess-
Pennywise just like me.
You know what I
He's
guess
a double
scared of?
Pennywise man.
I get scared of child support. That shit.
No bull.
That's way scarier.
That
than
is
this one.
no bullshitting right there, boy.
Pennywise can beat that.
Child support,
Nothing ever said on the street.
bro. Child support is definitely the real horror film, bro. Like straight
Just
up.
made
Like,
some people's buttholes
that's just
fucking
worse than
out.
Chucky. Like, straight up. But
Life size Chucky.
I'm
So-
glad I'm past that time in my life.
oh
There
my
you go.
God, me too. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. But listen,
Yeah.
so all right, next.
I'm not buying you that toy in the aisle. Get out of here.
Exactly. You got the
Yeah, I gotta buy me some toys for myself. I can't buy you anything.
Yeah,
Right.
Get out of here.
Come on.
That's the
Right.
thing. I just did all this Christmas shopping for my kids. I'm like, you're cutting into my fucking toy budget.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Those,
That's
I
when you
thought
put
were
them up for
bad.
adoption. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
I felt really bad because I
Thought
get
about
paid monthly. So Steph was like, "You haven't bought anything for anyone," and I'm like, "Yeah." So I get paid on the 21st of December because I already spent all of my spending budget on those freaking Queen Studio statues because of Will.
Mm.
Oh,
So
'cause of me.
everyone's gonna have to wait until the 21st of
Listen
December
to
when I
Will.
get
I
paid.
told you about listening to
And
fucking
then I can
Will.
buy
Haven't
all
you
the
learned that
presents.
shit? I spent
Yeah.
the whole year
Dante
listening
too,
to all. I spent the whole
Wait,
year
the
listening
first-
to all three of you individuals. Four individuals on this panel. A whole year. So it is what it is at this particular
Yeah,
point.
right.
You know.
Will within the first 24 hours of us talking. Oh, you're gonna get a statue, man. You should get a statue. Oh my God. Let me send you the picture. Let me send you the video.
And then
Let me
he
see- I'm
was
like,
he
dude.
almost bought the half scale Pennywise. I almost got him to that. So
Yeah, like Ryan.
He's got a fetish about
Ryan's
convincing other people to buy statues.
Ryan sends me a picture this week of now, mind you, I was like, it's dope, but then he sends me a picture of the zombified Deadpool, and I was like, he's like, it's a must have, and I'm like, saying to myself, Now I was already gonna get the shit, but it's just like he needed to confirm. It was like that voice in my head was like, "No, you gonna get the shit, right?"
It looks awesome.
You know what's the funny part? The funny part is like when he told me about the Prime one. Actually, Easy was telling me about Prime one for a long time, but then he was putting shit on my head. He said I was literally about to order, and he said, "Do you order already?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna." Oh no, you know what? Don't order it yet. Just wait until it's reviewed, and then you order it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. So he told me to
Yo.
buy it. Then he told me to hold on. I can buy it for myself to review it.
I'm testing you, Dante.
I said, Justin, like I said, I was the first one to send. Before I announced it and said anything, just that face you're doing right now is the face I pictured you doing when I sent you the message. Because when I sent you the message, it was like I can feel you going, like, yo, okay, about the quarter scale. Because I was like, now Ryan, listen, the only reason
looks like shit.
exactly that is why exactly.
Wait
when
till
I
you
saw
get it in
don't own
hand,
it.
though, Jetta. Come
I
on.
don't own it, but it looks like shit.
Yeah, it does. It
He didn't
bro.
say it is shit. He said it looks like
Bro,
shit. Looks
it
like.
looks like shit. Now, all right, let me ask you a question, Justin. Let me ask you a question. Justin, are you getting that? Are you getting it?
Absolutely, I'm not getting it.
Okay, so exactly. So we agree it looks like shit, right? Right?
I think the
I don't
Iron
like the way it
Studios
looks
one
at
looks
all.
better.
No. But if you are getting it, then don't let our comments dissuade you.
No. This is
Yeah.
my opinion.
Totally
Yeah.
up to
If you
you.
like it, I don't care.
Are we talking
I
about the
just-
premium
I don't
format,
like
Mando?
That premium format,
Yeah,
Mando.
yeah.
I
Oh,
can't.
yeah,
Nah,
it's-
bro.
I think
nah.
John
John's ruined by the
Travolta.
pose.
It's
The
John
rest of it's
Travolta.
not that bad.
What,
It's
the
just
one with
pose.
the one walking?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
catwalk type.
It's
pose.
a Saturday Night
What you
Fever.
think
Yeah.
it's horrible for real?
Can I
Yeah.
just say,
I don't know
It
about
looks
horrible,
slim.
but
It looks super slim. And
it's
on top of that,
okay.
the changes that they made certain changes, but I think the changes that they've made took a turn for the worse and then better. That's just my opinion. But anybody else who's getting it, that's fine. I just I couldn't do
that's
it.
me. I own a decent amount of Sideshow statues, and I like the ones I own. I like.
Yeah.
Mythos,
line, like
Ventress,
the-
and stuff. Yep.
Yeah,
since
I own.
when did Mando only ever do walking poses? Because all of the Mando statues are only doing walking
Yes.
poses. Like, Mando is such a dynamic character. He's
I think it's
flamethrower, he's got
because-
grappling hooks. He's got his Ambon phase pulse rifle. You know, he's doing that one where he's shooting the door in season one. Like, he's
Yeah.
such a dynamic character. Do something other than a
I
fucking
think a
walking
lot of companies are
Whistling
doing that
birds.
because
Whistling
he's
bird.
the
Yeah,
the
boy.
kind of
The
like
lights.
the iconic like Western film gunslinger that's like doing the slow walk out of the sunset kind of deal. It's an iconic like image in westerns, and
Hey,
that's what
KG.
this is
Okay.
emulating. I don't think it's like they should be all doing it, but I think that's where they're getting it.
I mean,
XM
okay.
Studios Fett is my favorite statue in my collection
Still.
right now. It is
Which one?
freaking amazing.
XM. Man, I've never seen that one. Hold on.
Okay. I have a
I'll
bunch
turn
of
my
premium
lights on.
format Sideshow Star Wars statues, and they're really good. I really like them.
Hold on, I'll turn my lights
So-
back on.
Ooh,
They're capable
of really
good work
I
with the
like
statues.
the look of that.
Oh, you can't see it because
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, I remember that one, Jedi. I remember that one.
It's
Yeah.
freaking
Hold on, what is
Like
that?
flame or smoke of flame effects on the bottom. Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, it's
see.
freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
but
real nice.
So I want
it's
to ask.
dynamic
jetpack
and
in
stuff.
Mando,
It's-
you know?
yeah, it works.
Mando
I want to
can do
ask
so
this
much more
last
than walk.
question. This last question of the night. So basically, that is: do you think is there room for competition now with these delays? Do you think that there's room for competition to kind of step in during these delays?
For
Are you
1/6 or
referring
for
For whether it's
Damn,
one
Jedi went
six.
full Sith on us.
I went
I mean, right now, okay, let's talk in terms of, since we're talking about Hot Toys, we're talking about 1/6 scale figures. Because there's these delays with figures, do you think that there's an opportunity for, you know,
Other companies to step
other
up?
companies to kind of step up and step in? Well, here's the thing, and it's
think
it's no discredit towards Hot Toys. I'm just saying it's an opportunity for them to seize the moment while there's a lull in releases, new releases that is, and releases that we want, for them to come in and maybe give us certain figures that we didn't expect to see. Do you think there's an opportunity for that?
I think that's what the statue companies are doing right now. I think they're kind of, but I mean, it's kind of uneven because you have figures are figures and statues are statues.
Yeah.
But the statues are stepping it up now. And I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. If you have collectors, like look at all us, we all collect nice, high value products.
Yeah.
So if we're going to drop $600 on on a quarter scale Mando, it's not a big stretch to drop $1,000 or maybe $1,500. I mean, saving and planning to get a statue and move on. Now, space is a whole nother thing, but I think the statue community, I mean, the statue game is really stepped up over the last year and like quickly. So
Yeah, it's popping off.
I would say
sure.
if you think Hot Toys are expensive, get into the 4-wheeling Jeep game. That's a whole nother world.
Right. Same with
That's a whole
photography,
nother
Jenna.
thing.
Lenses, camera bodies.
Statues can be amazing. I think when I'm choosing a statue, I'm looking at can I get that figure? And if I can't get that figure in that pose in 6 scale, then I'll look at a statue. I'm like, that's awesome. Or if it just doesn't exist, like I wish, I wish some other like Prime One would do a 3rd scale, Star Wars piece. I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
But they don't because they don't have a license for it. But if
they
Prime
ever
One
get that
got a Star Wars license or a Clone Wars license, and I could have some 3rd scale freaking clones in here or 3rd scale Grievous, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't care what it would cost. I'm in.
Darth Vader, 3rd scale.
3rd
Seriously.
scale. Yeah, I mean, what?
Yeah, Boba Fett. I mean, seriously, if that
saying.
ever happens, then yeah.
I'd buy
Queen,
half-scale Boba from Prime 1 instantly.
Yeah.
Definitely. KG, what you think, bro? You think there's because we did see like a third party figure of you and Dune. So do you think that basically it's a possibility that we'll see?
Can I get your autograph?
That's a great
How do I get your autograph?
Yeah, how do you
he'll mail it to you.
Charlamagne, he needs your autograph, bro.
Yeah, I got you guys covered. No, I would think so because the companies like So that did the classic look. I mean, there's no way in chance that Hot Toys would do that, right? And things like that. There are other companies out there, 6-scale companies that are willing to do some of these figures, but they don't have the license for that, right? So there's definitely room for competition. I mean, third-party companies are actually getting up there with Hot Toys, maybe not quality-wise, but definitely bring figures that people want. And that'll bring a lot of consumers and a lot of collectors into like, you know what? Let me go pick those up because Hot Toys are not going to do it. Might as well go do that. And look what happened. They got, I think their Facebook got crashed. They got blocked. And then Hot Toys released the alligator Loki.
Yeah.
President Loki, right? So, yeah, I mean, I would think so. There's definitely competition. Brother Cousins brought up a good point with statues. Statues are getting up there with these bases. And you can change the poses. You have different variety of poses you can do with certain statues. So yeah, I would think so. There definitely room for competition, right? So yeah, I think right now in today's age, things are getting up there. Not even 1/6 scale, but statues for sure.
All right, let me rephrase this real quick then, really quick before we move on. I'm gonna rephrase this a bit. Do you think that third-party companies are causing Hot Toys to innovate now?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What do you think,
so.
Justin?
I think with the figures that they are making, yes. So from a technical perspective, yes, but still for some reason not with the character selection, which I think is the real reason for third party. It's that we get characters that Hot Toys won't make. So yeah, they can make their Tony Stark or their Iron Man or their Spider-Man as good as ever, but it's still not a Bloodsport or Peacemaker.
And have we ever seen an actual innovation of material, technology, whatever, in the last 18 months from Hot Toys? I've seen we've seen good figures, but I don't think we've seen innovation.
Right.
Material process.
I think that zombie Deadpool is pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty unique looking.
Yes, you might be onto something there, Will. I'm curious to see that. But the paint process is always improving. So that Tom Holland head, even though upgraded suit only just came out, whenever it came out.
I think the material on Miles, like the suit from Miles,
the Spider-Man suit
material is
seemed
pretty
to be
great.
improving.
Yeah, okay.
Competition is good for the consumer, and we
Always.
should
Definitely.
Yep.
But character selection is the real sort of
That's still the
area
issue.
where they need to improve. That's still the issue. And I think Toys, with every release, I'm seeing a bigger, more diverse range of characters. We've got Watchmen, and then we've got a comic book version of Green Goblin, and then we've got a comic book version of Gambit, and at the same time, we're going to... I almost said something that I shouldn't have. There will be other characters from other properties, animated and also live action.
Yep.
I would love to see a me, So if you want to make me, it's fine. Do a whole YouTuber series. I want a Lael, I want a brother cousin. Just give
Right.
general course, give everybody.
Come on. But if you do Jetta, it has to come in a 3-piece suit. It has to have the Daily Bugle like logo in the back as well. We have to basically
you gotta have a Jeep.
and single joint elbows.
I was gonna say single jointed elbows.
Single jointed
Single-jointed
elbow.
elbows.
'Cause I love
Single jointed and seamless. So only
Yeah.
90 degrees.
Oh, there we
and
go.
it's seamless.
With
Well, just make it a power pose. I'm good.
Yeah,
With-
power
with-
pose Jedi.
with the 6-scale Jeep.
Yeah,
Like,
6-scale Jeep. We need a notebook.
with
too.
With a
T-Pain.
broken down
had a-
6-scale Jeep. A
I
broken
just had
down
a
6-scale
thought.
Jeep.
Imagine if they did. Imagine if they did, because they're doing diorama bases now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's their new craze. Imagine if they did a Bank Robber Joker 3.0, and then the base was the back of the bus, the school bus.
That would be cool. I love that.
I want that.
I would
Yeah.
all
Bro, that's
over that.
innovation, and that's what I'm talking about.
Want
They can
that.
use, but this is the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they've shown their hands, and it's something that they can do. They can do something like that. I mean, well, look, we're getting that Darth Maul, the Clone Wars Darth Maul with the sarcophagus that comes with it. You know what I mean? And I guess they said that that's going to be the art box. I think is that or is it going to be inside the art box?
I
think it's going to be like the cardboard backdrop that you got with
But I
armor
mean,
or
they're
something
showing
like
that they can do something like that. So why not kind of push that button with pretty much all the figures? You don't have to make it.
What they're doing with the Spider-Man, right?
We're
With the
going to
diorama.
get that that Mandalorian diorama with him at the door. You think we're going to get that from them? Or
No,
they-
I
No,
don't
that
think
was
so.
just for the
No.
car.
That was the flex.
They'll never
That was the
make
flex
that.
by Hot
Yeah.
Toys.
I
Yeah.
don't see. Real quick, SpongeBob SquareBalls with the $4.99 super chat. Competition is great for the consumer. And Will, I collect horses too. I have Pegasus wings for when I get my Valkyrie. When
Hashtag balls.
hashtag balls.
Okay.
When you get your
Hashtag.
Valkyrie, yeah. Let's see when something like that basically does happen, because I don't know. Dante, same question. Do you think that basically these third party companies are, pushing Hot Toys to kind of evolve a bit quicker and do certain things? Because it was funny that we did act like we got that President Loki from another company, and then we got basically the the vintage throwback suit Loki,
Classic, yeah.
the classic suit, and then after that, all of a sudden we see the President Loki from Hot Toys. You know what I mean? With the Loki Gator. So, do you think that these third party companies are beating them to the punch and forcing them to do? Because we did see that a few years back with Cable. You know what I mean? When Toys R Us released that Cable, and then all of a sudden Hot Toys, you can't capitalize on that IP. Let us do it and do it better. And then they basically released it. So we'll see how that actually goes, which it does look considerably better. It
Where
looks
is
good.
Cable, by the way?
I don't
It
know.
was announced before Zombie Deadpool, so
Right?
Come
I
on
think
now.
I think that
It's
these
Windows
third-party-
January, March.
Yeah.
What I think is like these third-party companies are getting some intel from Hot Toys. Like somebody's leaking some stuff to them, so they're doing.
If Jeddah and I can get leaks, then I think third-party companies can definitely. get
So
leaks.
they're trying to get ahead of their game, but
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is that Hot Toys still have the license,
Mhm,
and by you having the license, you already have an advantage of it. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
They can only capitalize on characters that are good, but not like the main ones, right? Some of them, yes, they can do that, but it would not be as a Hot Toys quality, anyways. Soto is a pretty good company. I don't think I own any of the figures, but I've seen different reviews and different
Man.
figures. The quality is actually pretty good, and I'm very surprised. I'm very impressed.
With
to be
every
honest with you.
release, they are improving. Except there's the drama with the Green Goblin head sculpt mask not matching the suit, the color
color.
of the suit.
But this,
Yeah.
but it's the suit. It's not like the skin. So
I know,
can
I know,
probably
I know, I
can
know.
understand that part. But for example,
Look at
Toys
Jeddah, he's
Era,
like, Justin, shut up. Why are you talking? Why are you talking about that?
I'm
like
not
Toys
gonna
Era,
say
what
that.
they did.
I will tell you that classic Trickster looks damn amazing.
Those
The head sculpt on that
with the
looks
Loki, yeah.
absolutely
ever,
Hot Toys level.
to be honest. Might be their best head sculpt ever.
It's
based on
unbelievable.
those renders. So when the final product gets here, I'm curious to see if their paint, because their paint's been getting better and better as well, but it's still not quite. It's like Hot Toys 2018 maybe, so not Hot Toys 2021. But we'll see. We'll see.
But to be fair, they're not charging 2021 Hot Toys prices.
No, that is true. That is
Yeah.
true.
I'm
Who's
willing to
gonna
give
have
them a
the
little bit
license?
of a break because of that. Not a
That is
lot of
very
break,
good.
a little bit of break.
The other benefit, I mean, yes, they don't have the license, which means they don't make as much money, obviously. But third-party companies don't have to worry about actor or licensor approvals to get something out
Correct.
the door. They make it and they can turn it over fast. Whereas it's more of a process with Hot Toys having to get approval from DC or from Disney and then from the actor themselves.
Yeah.
You know, third parties don't have that and they get to push stuff out fast. Obviously, there are drawbacks to being a third party. I'm not saying that that's better, but I'm saying there are certain things that grease the wheels a little bit for them that allow them maybe to push stuff out a little bit faster or get us things that, you know, Hot Toys is just not going to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, all right, real quick, because I wanted to say this because, and the reason why I bring it up is because I just got, and I'm going to bring this up real quick, because Justin, I actually saw this on your show first. You had reviewed this, and I was thinking about it, and then once we saw him in WandaVision, I was like, yo, I kind of get that figure. And I just want to see how to, and I'm, you know what, getting it in hand, I'm highly impressed. I'm doing like a mashup right now. So I actually purchased this figure, and I got him, and I'm doing a mashup between him and Flash. But this, bro, the body type on this thing is incredible. Like literally, you can pose him in so many different ways, and
The material is great too.
yeah, the material is great on this figure, and this is from So. So I'm like, yo, like, if it is an opportunity for other companies to come out and really do some crazy stuff like right now, and on top of that, push. Now, mind you, we're never going to see. What'd you say?
I thought Toy Zero made that, no? Or was I
Well,
wrong?
no, this is.
They made one. They made
This
the one
is
with
no.
like
This is
the-
Toys. This is Toys R. This is Toys R. Sorry about that. This is Toys R.
because they made one with like
Yeah.
the Nirvana shirt too.
This
I think.
is
Yes.
This is the Toys R version. Sorry about that. Sorry, it is Toys R, but it's amazing. Like it's an amazing piece, and
Toys
I wanted.
R has done great stuff too.
Yeah, they're in. But I think the reason why I say that.
Adventurous, I find
Yeah.
they do like a Doc Ock or a Green. Like nobody would ever dream to make a 1/6 scale glider because you know it's just so complicated. But
And
they're
they
like,
crushed it.
we got it.
That
Don't
Toys R
worry.
glider is unbelievable.
It's phenomenal. Like it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like for them to do that re-release, that was smart. Like that was so smart.
Oh,
On
absolutely.
both that.
And get the deluxe. Do not get the one without the glider.
Yeah, get the
Yeah,
You
deluxe.
have to get the glider. You have to.
You
Come
have
on.
to because
And
it's
I
on
don't even
point.
like the Raimi films, but that deluxe is absolutely worth it.
And I'm telling you, that Doc Ock is incredible. That Ock with the tentacles is incredible. It is an incredible piece. And like that was innovation alone because I've had this thing now for about a year. And the tentacles still hold up. They're still sturdy. Sometimes I don't even have to actually have a stand for it. I can just put it up in the actual detail the way it is without a stand, and it's incredible. So, again, I mean, I think it is opportunity. Did I get your opinion? Will, did you?
I don't think so. But so it's the question.
I'm trying to wake
basically-
you up. Yeah, because I know you're getting sleepy. It's past your
I
bedtime.
know
Yeah.
it's 11:30. Is the
Yeah, we're
question?
gonna get off
so,
soon.
so is there room for competition? So like, are you asking like basically with the delays, is it creating more space for third parties to be successful? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think, and also like you guys have said, I'll just reiterate that or echo that. Basically, you know, there's always room for third party to jump in when there's these characters that are popular, but they're not, like Brother Cousin said, like, you know, A-list characters. They're not making Darth Vader. They're not making Iron Man or Spider-Man. They're making like Corvus Glaive or Proxima Midnight. You know, those are characters that we all want. It's always great when Hot Toys does take a signal and like Cable, for example, and they're like, oh shit, like people actually want a Cable. Let's make one. I would love for them to do that with the Black Order because I would obviously get them, and they were pretty hot. They flew off the shelves, but Hot Toys, they pay attention to third party, but they don't always act on it. So I mean, definitely there's room for competition, and third parties are getting stronger and stronger, but they're also getting more awareness to them, which kind of can be a good thing and a bad thing. They look at the classic Loki and all the heat that got, right? Because it was really good, and to me that tells me that Hot Toys is going to make one. Because if they were not going to make one, I don't think they would
Richard
care.
E. Grant,
The Richard Grant, exactly, the classic Loki. I think if they weren't going to make one, what'd you say?
I don't think they are.
I think they will because why would they care otherwise? Because they never seem to care for anything else.
They don't.
What
Someone went after them.
What
So-
makes you think they care?
You know who went after them?
Right, but why? But why would Sideshow care?
Why
they're
would they
bored.
care about
Same reason they care about Toys
Well,
Wonderland.
they've
or
never
Pop
gone
Collectibles.
after really other third parties. like this.
with
they
every
have.
single announcement that So Toys have made. So I don't know if I told y'all the situation with Toys Wonderland. So when Toys Wonderland were sued by Marvel, which is why they are no longer selling third-party products,
Right.
they were sued. the number one request by Marvel's legal team, they said, we'll drop everything. We'll drop every single charge. We'll drop everything if you give us all of the contact information for So-So Toys. So-So Toys was their number one get out of that. And Toys Wonderland did not provide that information. They paid a fine instead, which I think is pretty admirable, protecting a company like that. Not that they really had all the information anyway, because they buy it from the market sources just like everyone else.
Yeah.
But they said, we're not going to do that. We don't know anyway. Here's the fine, paid the fine, and now they're no longer selling third-party stuff. So they've been going after So-So Toys specifically for a while. They didn't ask for Toys Era. They didn't ask for VTS. They didn't ask for, I don't know, 50,000 other different
all the other
third-party
ones.
companies.
Infamous
Yeah, all
Toys,
the other
just
ones.
Toys Era, but yeah.
Exactly. And
So-So
I've spoken
Toys
to
is the
So-So
one
Toys.
that... Which it also makes sense because they're putting out the Cajun Card Dealer, which is just
That,
a
I think,
better
that could be
version
the
of
one that
Sideshow
they're really
Gambit.
upset about, because that is
Oh,
direct
100%
competition
it
for them.
is.
And
Oh
put it
yeah,
out-
because a lot of people basically canceled their orders
Exactly,
because of
Sideshow
that.
has a figure. They have a vested stake in that one specifically. So I
And
mean,
So-So
that-
Toys is going
so-
to put theirs out first.
But my point is, like, there's a
better,
gazillion
maybe
third-party
better.
figures,
Maybe
and that one took a special heat. Like, I mean, that one took more heat than usual than any of the other figures I've seen. So I mean, there's got to be a
Gambit
reason
was
for
a
that.
big one too. Their entire Facebook was shut down for Gambit.
Because
Because
Gambit is because because Sideshow has a figure of that character, and that's exactly why.
Let me ask you this
So-
question, guys, real quick. You know, it might be a stupid question, but I'm just gonna ask them. You know, Hot Toys, when they started, it was a third party company, right?
So was Sideshow.
Eventually,
Yep.
so was Sideshow. Eventually, they got licenses, right? Can So-So Toys get a license? Can
Yeah.
Toys R Us
Jazz Inc.
potentially get a
Jazz Inc.
license?
just
Jazz
did.
Inc. just get a license, for
They
example.
just did it. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
maybe the way they see it is because they're the competition, but really they're not right now
Ooh.
because they're not doing the same exact figures.
You might be
but-
onto something.
If they get the licenses, Hot Toys is gonna be like, shit, I need to take you down now before you can get a license because the quality is getting better. So that
You
could
might
be a
actually be
possibility.
onto
I-
something there.
I think
That's
you're right,
interesting.
but I think there's another element to it as well. I don't think it's just Hot Toys thinking that, because we know that these licenses
Well, Hot
aren't
Toys is the main player.
necessarily
That's why I put Hot Toys.
right,
like,
but
the main.
these licenses aren't necessarily exclusive, right? Meaning that Sideshow gets to make figures under the Marvel and the Star Wars banners as well. They're making the Clone Wars ones. They've got the
Right.
classic X-Men,
Which I'm
they've
really
made,
excited about, by
right?
the way. Those
But
Clone
what
Wars
about
ones.
Absolutely.
exclusivity?
But
Maybe
so-
Hot Toys has some type of exclusivity with.
Or,
for
well, I
certain
think it's an
characters.
IP, like per IP basis. Like you have this Batman trilogy or this Batman film, and you know.
Let's put it this
but
way,
my
Brendan.
point, my point is just that I don't think it's just a Hot Toys thing. I think, and some of these third parties are showing. I think it's also a Sideshow thing because while the third parties are getting better and better, and they're starting to approach what we can expect from Hot Toys. I think they've already surpassed Sideshow in what they can do. Like this, and the body on this, and you look at this versus the classic Sideshow Batman, which I have, and I like, but this is far and away superior, okay? You look at the Gambit and the Cajun Card Dealer, which I think most of us are expecting that the So-So Toys one is going to be better. I think these third-party companies have surpassed what Sideshow is capable of producing in terms of 6 scales, and I think that scares Sideshow, and I think that motivates them to go after, you know, the Hong Kong resellers as well as the So-So Toys and the Toys era.
Makes sense.
So I think that, I think that
but-
there's probably a little more of that than there is of Hot Toys looking back behind them.
No, I think
it's in their best interest. Oh, sorry, Dante, go ahead.
you know, just to finalize my point, I think it's the other way around because yes, okay, and we, you know, the third party companies are doing much better job than Sideshow. That's a fact. I mean, they you can see what they have, right? I think it's more. I don't think they are looking at Sideshow more like the main target. I guess they're just looking at Hot Toys, you know, and Hot Toys is looking back
Oh,
at
the
them.
third parties, yes, but I
Right,
think
because they don't
Sideshow was
want-
looking
yes,
at
yes.
So-So as
Right,
their
but-
target.
But the Hatters will want to So-So Toys to disappear, Toys Era to disappear, whatever company
do you know
to
why?
disappear.
Because they're not
they're getting
making
better.
any money on those. It's in their vested interest for Hot Toys to be the only 1/6 scale company because they have exclusive distribution rights to Hot Toys for a big chunk of the world. So if other companies are making these characters and they aren't able to make money on them, even if they aren't directly, meaning Sideshow, even if they aren't directly related to each and every character, if those companies exist, that is money not going into their pocket in one way or another. And by the way, 6 scale reviews, I knew everyone would freak out. This has already been mentioned a few times and solved a couple of times. No, Toys Wonderland is not just suddenly going to stop sending the third-party products you pre-ordered 2 years ago. Of course, all of the orders have already been placed with suppliers. They're still coming in. It's just you'll have noticed no new third-party stuff is on their website. So I knew people would freak out because people automatically always jump to those kind of conclusions. No, everything is still shipping. Your money hasn't just disappeared into the ether and never to be seen again. You're still going to get your plastic the same as always. So don't freak out about that, please.
But what you guys were saying though, I also again, I think that competition is more like Hot Toys isn't necessarily worried about it, but like you said, Justin, I think it's more Sideshow looking at that, and they can't get a piece of the pie when it comes. They can make money off Hot Toys.
What was it that you always say, Leo? Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Yeah.
That's it. Where's
They
my money,
can't
man? Where's my
make
money, man?
money
What's that? What
off
was
of
that?
those others.
What was that? Where's my money, man? Where's my money?
Where's the money, man?
Where's my money,
But
man?
the other thing too is when we look at the history of Hot Toys, for example, and they were unlicensed, and then they got the license. Is it likely that a So-So Toys or a Toys Era or SSR, newer companies, are going to come in and swoop in and take a license from Hot Toys? No. But is it possible and more likely that they might come in and somebody from Marvel or Disney might say, hey, all right, well, let's not give this license to Sideshow. Let's try this company and see.
Companies love
I think
money,
that
Brandon.
scares them.
Right? Companies love money. There is no.
Yeah.
It's like when EA had the exclusive rights to Porsche vehicles in their racing games only, and nobody else could use Porsche. That is a lose-lose situation for Porsche. Yes, they've made a deal and they've gotten some money up front, but going forward, your brand is not getting anywhere near as much awareness because you're tied to one specific company. So I think licenses will have to change the way they operate. One company should not have the sole license to one scale of figures with that one particular license because you're losing money. The company with the license,
and
that's the same thing that actually happened with EA Sports and 2K.
Madden too.
Well, so because when they came in exactly because when 2K came in and they started capitalizing on the market, and then they actually had to customize shoes. EA came in and was like, oh, nah, we basically had that first. And then for a while, if you would actually saw with majority of the 2K games for like 2 years, they stripped away. They didn't actually handle it. And 2, they got the complete license to carry those sneaker lines. And basically it was a matter of NBA Live, their licensing or their contract at that particular and patenting had ran out. So then there was nothing else that they could actually say at that point. So I'm wondering, I don't think there's something like that's going to happen with, Hot Toys, Sideshow, stuff like that, however that works.
I would love to see it though, to be honest.
Yeah, I would definitely love to see it.
Jam on my PS2.
Right? NBA Jam, that's what it's that's what it's all about.
So right there, Leia, I played a lot of Maddens and they destroyed football basically.
Hell yeah. They did.
Fun, some of them, but without competition there's no innovation. So
it's funny how the industries are like you learn the same lessons in them. And like I said, I think the statue market right now is bearing out what Justin said, that these companies, the licensors, can make more money if they're not tying up the licenses with just one company. That's why so many different companies can make DC and stuff. I
don't know, something with Dark Knight. Everyone's making Dark Knight shit right now. So
did the Nolan license expire? Someone must have had exclusive rights. It would have expired, and now we've got JMD, we've got Queen, we've got Primo, we've got Infinity, we've got Hot. It must have expired, I suppose.
That's what's great though, because exactly, Justin. That's to your point though.
And I'm not talking about clones. We need third-party characters that nobody would make.
Yes.
So I just. Some freaking Jar Jar. I'll take it all, man.
It's really sad that Grief
Jar Jar would actually want to go actually.
Yeah.
Still Jar Jar. I'm in, man. I'm in.
That's as much hate as Jar Jar gets. If that figure was released, people would drop it.
I think people would buy it too.
People would drop it. Like they would
straight. Justin should put that in So-So Toys ears. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I do speak to Sosa Toys fairly regularly. I'll ask him what his thoughts are on Star Wars because he was asking me.
Don't
He
tell
likes
anybody that.
focusing on-
Marvel will ask you for their contact. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, ask me.
Probably already have.
They
No
like
third-
making teams. So
Yeah.
he's like, what teams do you think? So he wants to do Shazam Family.
The
He wants to
A-Team?
do
Jar Jar and
no.
Young Annie.
He wants to do Suicide Squad,
you're
maybe.
good.
Watchmen, obviously, he's already well on the way of doing Watchmen.
I'm on the
So-
hunt. I'm on the hunt for some child bodies because I want to make a bunch of Padawans.
That was a
for my
weird
sister.
sentence.
Yeah.
Don't say that again. Don't say
Somebody
that
clip
again.
that out.
Yeah, this is the internet, man. That's bad.
I want some young Jedi Padawans. For my sister.
Yeah.
Full Catholic Star Wars.
But no, you know what?
You hit the
That's
key on that
And
before
yet
you
we have
said
the
Padawan
conversation
and it
about
was-
Pennywise here.
But you know
I
what?
know.
That you're onto something, Ryan, because I actually was looking for something like that to go with the Death Watch. You know what I mean? Because I wanted
Yeah.
like one of those young figures to go with.
Holding little baby.
Yeah, I wanted to
little
actually because I saw that with someone else, but it was clearly something that they used. I don't know which if they kit bashed or however they did it, but that's what I would definitely want. But again,
I
Do
could
you
throw
think
Grover in there.
third-party companies fear the House of Mouse coming down harder on them for making Star Wars
I
than
have info
Marvel?
on this actually.
Because
So
none of them make Star Wars.
we know that Jazz Inc. is now licensed for DC, which is interesting because they are both producing unlicensed stuff for Disney and licensed stuff for I don't know how that
Right.
works.
Yeah.
But I spoke to him about it, and he said surprisingly Warner Brothers are the most aggressive, and Disney. He's spoken to people at Disney and people who know people in the licensing department at Disney. They don't care. He said that as long as there is no company who holds that license, putting pressure on Disney, then they don't care about it. But when a company does put pressure on them, who holds the license, and we know who holds the Star Wars license,
will
and we
act,
know
yeah.
that they do love to put pressure on third-party companies. That's probably what they're fearful of. But Disney, they don't care because as long as there were no plans, it gets the Star Wars brand out there, and as long as their licenses aren't missing out on money, it doesn't phase them.
Which is interesting when people say that, oh, it's like Marvel and Disney putting pressure on, a certain company to then go after
No,
unlicensed.
It's
the other way
licensors that are
around.
doing it. Yeah. It's the licensee.
SpongeBob's Square Balls with a 99 super chat.
You literally giggle every single time you
Can't
say
help
that.
it. Can't help it. They do need more teenage bodies
We
so the
do.
sidekicks can be made. Yeah, it's
Like a Robin?
I'm
Yeah.
dead serious about my Padawans. I want a group of them.
Yeah.
So you can just have Anakin kill them all?
Yes.
You can just have them lying down on the ground. Just like that.
yeah.
No,
Talk
that
about
see
recreating a
that's
scene.
that's
Jesus.
that's the hot seller right there. Third
He
party
said yes.
battle
Yes.
damaged young Padawan.
Battling
Yeah.
version.
Battle
Battle
damage.
damaged young
I'm not the only.
Padawan.
I'm just give me like
Singed
a
and
12
everything, missing a limb.
Yeah, but I want a 12 pack. Like just
Well, yeah, they're
Just a
smaller
dozen. Just a
bodies,
dozen.
so you got
Just a
like
dozen.
Just a dozen of them. Just come on. Just give me a dozen. I'll be good. I could just use them in so many. Yeah.
Or you can get Pennywise and
Hey.
put all those children laying down.
There you go.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
like
my
that better.
god! Now it got real.
We're
Doug.
talking
It got
about-
real Doug. Eating them. Now he's
See,
eating
that
them.
shit's gonna give people nightmares, though.
Exactly.
All right. Listen, because like I said, I know it's running past time. It's like 2 hours, 11 minutes in.
That's my
Real
fault,
quick.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go around real quick, to everybody. Just real quick, name one particular figure right now that's delayed that is at the top of your list. KG, go.
Put him on the spot now. Okay.
Go ahead. On the spot, go.
Ahsoka.
There you go. Brother Cousins.
Battle damage 85.
Justin.
Batgirl.
Yeah, there we go. I already know this. So going to
Batgirl.
you will is not really
Batgirl.
going to. You said
Bad girl.
Agent
That's
Cartview.
better, Will.
I want the Corvus Glaive with the big ass head. So with the third party one.
so. Pennywise. That's what you're
Yeah.
basically
Yeah,
saying.
I want
Pennywise.
that. I want Pennywise or Loki. Just either or hot. There's throw me a
you had to
goddamn
pick
bone
one,
already.
Will.
Just
okay?
throw a bone.
One-
Something.
I'll take
One for
Pennywise,
next
but
week.
Loki's
Pennywise first.
Loki's second. Yeah, Howard's definitely listening, and he hates me at this point, so he's delaying both of them just to spite me.
Pretty much.
Another week. Add another
He wants
week.
to see me die. So.
Oh no, Brendan. Name one.
Spider-Verse Miles.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice
Definitely
one.
Spider-Verse Miles. I agree with you there. Dante.
Quell and Pennywise, man, come on.
Pennywise. Who's Pennywise?
Oh, I
Come
thought
on.
Quill was a good one. I would love to see Quill. Come on now.
Quill would be
Alright.
good. He's not as good as Pennywise, but yeah.
Ryan,
That could
what's
be the
yours,
body
bro?
you use, Ryan, for your Padawan.
Mace
Quill body.
Windu.
Is it possible? I love Ace. I love Ace.
No, I'm gonna throw this out there because nobody said this. Snowspeeder Luke is on my list.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. Yes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes, that's a good
Well, see here.
That one is coming next week.
See, okay. You know, I'm gonna have to.
tease us,
Yeah,
bro. Don't tease
yeah.
us.
See, I would have said Snow Speeder Luke, but because I still have the Sideshow one, I can't say I love that one.
It's
I
really
want
good,
it, and I pre-ordered that one, but again, I want to do the comparison between the two. But yeah, I agree with you. That one should
Or
basically drop.
Django. I mean,
Django, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Django. I
Django.
cannot
I
wait
agree
for
with
Django.
literally everything everybody said except Pennywise.
You'll get there. You'll get
What
there.
about
You'll get time.
Cable? Nobody mentioned Cable.
Cable's
Cable,
incredible,
yes.
yeah.
I want
Yeah.
Cable
Body,
too.
man, that body's sick.
I want Cable too, but
Clone Wars
he's
Anakin,
still
yeah,
on
pretty good.
target time-wise, whereas like most of the other things we've mentioned have all been things that we've been waiting on for so long that have been
Right.
delayed.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind went to, like, what am I waiting for that's been delayed? That
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised for next week for the Catwoman to be released. Like I would be.
Right.
The way things are going, like
You know what? It'd be funny
One
if Howard
fifth scale,
Chan.
man,
It'd be funny if Howard Chan was listening to this shit and was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. And then next week released every delayed figure that we've all wanted. It just said, fuck y'all. Here's this. Here's every day. There's
Enjoy
two
your
releases.
budgeting,
It
motherfuckers.
yep.
Well, layout to that layout. How
5
many?
figures you want dropping at once.
We have like basically 3 weeks left in the calendar year. How many figures do you think we're gonna get not announced but released in the next 3 weeks?
I can't.
Two.
Probably two.
Two.
I can't. I have no. I have right. This particular point.
Justin,
I,
you're saying one?
Yeah.
which-
One would make sense.
Damn.
You think one? I think, and I agree. I think there's going to be just now.
Announced?
See,
Don't forget, Chinese New Year's right around the corner, so we're gonna get like one figure now, and then it's gonna be 3 months of nothing.
Or
So
So
basically,
that's
it's got to
of
be
course for the whole
Pennywise,
year,
or I'm
then.
screwed for like another 3 months.
but look what happened in October. We got 5. How many figures we got in 1 week? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
we got
week.
Short Trooper Lando.
So I think it's very possible that we're gonna get at least 1 week with 3 or 4 releases.
It's possible.
I think there's a chance we're going to get two. I think we'll see the Stormtrooper because it's an easy make, like the Commander. Like that's
Yeah.
easy.
That is supposed to come out. It was
And
September
more
to
troopers.
December. That one is supposed to
I
come
mean,
out.
I'm not. I like my troopers, but I'm not terribly excited to review that figure. I mean, it's just
Me
it's a
neither.
trooper with
Yeah.
an arm or that's fine.
and the Mortar Trooper as well, Ryan. It's
More
like,
the
together.
mustard trooper.
the
Yeah,
mustard Trooper.
mustard trooper.
SpongeBob
Trooper.
square
I'm hoping we get
balls.
somebody that.
say it again. Say it again.
SpongeBob square balls.
Balls.
He wanted you to say it.
He like elongates the balls.
Yeah, he does.
If
There
we
you
get
go.
if we
The
get the
emphasis
dark
he was
if we
after.
get
he needed that.
Stretches the balls.
He did need that.
Stretches
if we get the dark
balls
trooper
out.
before we get Ahsoka,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
You said
before
Dark
Ahsoka,
Trooper?
Before the dark trooper,
Honestly,
yeah.
Again?
I'm
I
not
have a
excited
feeling
about the
that
Dark
that is
Trooper at
gonna.
all.
I have a feeling that that's gonna drop soon. I don't know
Think
why.
so?
I'm very
That would
excited
piss me
about
off.
Dark Trooper.
What about? I mean, again,
If they do a
we
week-
could. Hey, listen.
Spider-Man release, just like here.
Yeah.
Like
If it's the classic suit, I'm good. If it's the classic
Yeah.
suit, I'm good.
Miles
If they do
Morales
that,
should
I'm
be
good.
out. Miles
Oh,
Morales
well,
should be
Justin.
out.
I bet the classic suit doesn't come out for another 6 months now, just because it
Yeah,
should
Howard
come
had
out.
it, yeah.
Because
Right.
Cyborg
Yeah.
came out.
You
So
want
I
it?
bet you it's
Do it.
just Hot Toys doing Hot Toys shit again, and it doesn't come out for like another 6 months.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Prepare your
That's
wallet.
what it is. It is what it is right now. I have no, there's no whatever when it drops, it drops. That's basically like the reason why I put that up. I was like, you know what? If it drops, okay, oh well, I'll be happy about it. Right now I'm kind of comfortable. I can, wait and see how everything's gonna just kind of pan out. And just be surprised. I think the bottom line is everybody, even in the chat, just be surprised. If it drops, then feel good about it. If you just
Honestly,
if you
Just
have
give me
too
my
much,
Cajun card dealer. Give me
if
my
you
Cajun
put
card
if you
dealer.
put way too much emphasis on the delays and you just stress out about it, it just takes up so much. Just don't
Go
even
buy
worry about it.
statues in the meantime. That's what I say.
That's it. But build a diorama. Why don't you
Or
do that?
just-
Just
There
or
you go.
Build a logo.
Yeah,
Go
like
through
I
your
said, yeah.
collection and just start reposing stuff.
Yep.
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Just like
That's what I'm
shooting
doing.
photos and
There you
videos.
go.
That's what I'm doing. That's all
Join
I'm doing.
Sunday for a little posing action with all the Spideys. You know.
Yeah, that's just gonna be fun. I can't wait.
What Spidey are we posing, by the way?
Every
All
last
of them.
anyone you
Everything.
choose,
Literally
anyone
any
you
and all.
choose. It's not restricted to one. Anyone you basically choose, and you just pose it. So I'm just going all in and just posing whatever I choose. If it's 1, 2, 3, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing
I
it.
just got another one back in the collection, so I'll put that one. That's fine.
There you go. That's what it's basically about. So anyway, KG, what you got coming up on your channel, bro? Besides the simple fact that, wait a minute, before you start, tomorrow, and yes, exactly. I'm glad you put that up because tomorrow, a couple days, you're gonna be filming Willy Wonka, and it is Christmas time, so you got to finish that shit. So make sure you finish that shit. But anyway, what do you have?
I'm still waiting for my paycheck. I'll get you 10% in Will's.
Yeah, give me my 10%.
Okay.
Anyway, what you
We
got coming up on
3
your channel,
movie
bro?
stars on the stream tonight.
Exactly. Jay Jonah,
3
we
movie
got
stars.
we got Jay Jonah, we got Chalamet, and we got Keola. So yeah,
Viola, baby.
Keola's in the building. So anyway, yeah, what you got coming up, KG?
Well, this month I'll be doing a live stream in Spider-Man No Way Home once the film comes out. Give it a week or two, then I will do a live stream. I think I'm trying to do the 26th. That's the live stream that we're going to do. And yeah, pretty much live streams from my channel, KG Collector, and Instagram will be KG_Collector.
Definitely. So if you haven't already, follow this guy on IG and YouTube. Great content. And, if you haven't already, check out his movies. He has one that just basically released. And yeah, come on, man. Do them all day. Brother Cousins, bro, what you got coming up, man?
All right, so tomorrow I got Best of the Best, my first live stream. That's going to be tomorrow, and that's going to be awesome.
I thought
We're
you
gonna
meant
be
best of
talking
the
about
best of the
the
karate
first.
movie.
We're gonna be, yeah, and you know what? That's funny. It's funny how I came up with that because I was looking at Best of the Best, and I was like, I need to name my channel something, and then that came right on one of the show times, and I was like, there you go.
Eric Roberts.
solved.
Eric Roberts.
The universe.
Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about the best head sculpts of 2021.
I'm watching. I'm
Yeah.
definitely watching
So,
on that
yeah.
one, bro.
I'm
That's
in
gonna
for
be
that. I'll
dope.
watch that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I can't wait for that one.
There's
That's
a
gonna be
lot of good
interesting.
ones, man.
Straight up. Man of Hot. Besides having the forbidden tone, the forbidden language, the sexy forbidden tone, what else you got going on in your channel, brother?
So we have the Between Collectors show. It was actually premiered today, so you can watch episode 2. We have a live stream on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We have the unboxing review of the 1/4 scale Mandalorian, and then the zombie Deadpool, which I don't know when it's gonna come. One day, hopefully, depending on freaking FedEx. I don't know how they're doing, but whatever. It will come. Don't worry. And then we have a giveaway as well. So check out
Okay.
my Instagram for details. And
Yeah.
thank you guys for the invite.
Definitely, man. I see KG up there trying to get a heads up on Sunday. Will, so what you
Yeah,
got
man.
going on in your channel, bro?
Dude, so of course, Collector's Mingle always every Sunday, so that'll always be fun. And Figures of Flicks drops Friday. So as always, we've got the usual Friday schedule. We have Justin. Can we announce CollectorCon? Can we talk about that or no?
Absolutely. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey, all right, I'm for it. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Woo, you potty mouth motherfucker!
Spicy tonight.
And he
So,
was having,
you
he was
love
having
it.
a hard
You'll
time to
love
say square balls.
Square balls, exactly. He said square balls. Fuck it. He's on a roll tonight. I really like this, Justin. This is a wild,
You know,
wacky
the
Justin.
back's hurting. I've got to let it out somehow.
Oh, he's on drugs. So that's
Did you take some pain meds? You're feeling a little low.
No.
Is that it?
I have to eat before I can take the inflammation pain meds,
okay.
and I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning last night because that fucking Mandalorian video. I forgot to include the accessories clip
Bombs are just
in my export, so I uploaded it and then I watched it back. I'm like, oh my god! So I had to pull it down, add the clip back in, and then there was another part where my lapel mic had fallen off my shirt. And it sounded
Nice.
terrible. So I had to sit down and write everything that I said live and then redub it. So I had to actually dub a clip. And I'm curious if anyone noticed
Oh.
which clip it was. I had to dub a clip back over.
Interesting.
And then I had to re-upload, and then it failed 2 times. It was a 10 gig file because it's 30-something minutes. And I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up just before this stream. I went to eat, and then I was like, you know what? No. I'm going to come on the stream first, and then I'll eat. So no, I haven't taken any pain medication.
Oh shit!
Am
Now
I
we
the
gotta
only
get.
one who would really like to see inebriated Justin?
I don't drink, so
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
Yeah,
so.
he doesn't
You
drink,
know,
so that
good
wouldn't
luck.
work.
Good
But
luck.
Will,
Yeah,
what else?
So pain
But yeah.
meds. Yeah.
What else? What else you got on,
Brendan
bro?
froze.
He froze.
Yeah.
Ooh, somebody snap that. Bob
somebody
Dylan, snap that.
Bob
Bob
Dylan, we need
Dylan.
it. We
Come
need
on,
it.
Bob Dylan, real quick. Get that. Get that real quick.
Well, you got plenty of time. Even on the
Ah, yeah, thank God. Got your back, bitch. Here
Yeah.
you go. Will,
Enjoy
what
that
you got going on, bro?
Yeah, we got Collector's Manual.
Quarter
We're
scale,
talking-
motherfucker.
the Collector Con. So that's coming up, I think, December the 18th for the U.S. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
boy.
it. Justin had to remind me the date. But we have like a bunch of panels. I'll be.
When is
reaching
it?
out to them.
December
18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a week before Christmas. Yeah. So we're going to do that. It'll be like, 6 hours long? It's going to start, I think, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
that Saturday. So Eastern
Oh,
time.
okay, cool.
So it's going to be, but it's not going to be. It's going to be like a bunch of different panels and a bunch of different collectors and different
Okay.
things, and
Gotcha.
it's gonna be pretty cool. We started planning a little bit of it last night. So
yeah, me and Jetta, we gotta.
you got a little.
We
post
gotta.
on
We
this
gotta.
I actually haven't even spoken to Jetta. I don't know if he wants to be involved with Collecticon, but I did put you on the schedule because you were there last year, Jetta. So if you want to do your
I am
posing
in,
panel with
man.
Lael,
Don't-
then
don't-
yeah,
And posing, bro.
I think we had.
Posing.
I think Justin.
We
We
gonna
had
wear some
Iron
tuxedos,
Logan and
bro.
Jetta and Lael on
Tuxedo
that.
I
shit.
had you three. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tuxedo T-shirt. That's what's
Yo,
up.
we need all suits and ties from all
Gotta
of
be
that.
comfortable.
So yeah,
we all
yeah,
in.
it's gonna
Tuxedo
be sick.
T-shirts. Let's go.
It's
All
gonna be
shirts.
sick.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a couple other things too.
It would be
so,
nice
but
if we had Blame Jetta T-shirts. Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Not on Justin's event. I'm not gonna
we
do
do need those.
We do.
So if anyone's ever seen the film Arrival, I'm gonna do a video essay for that. I started working
Oh,
on
yeah.
that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
hell
that
yeah.
movie's so good. I really just love it. So I really wanted to talk about it. So that, and then I'll be reviewing some other stuff here and there. So be on the lookout. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay.
then,
But
of
I
course, I'll
can't
be-
wait for
yeah.
Sunday. You know,
I'll be on
Collector's
Dante.
Mingle.
Yeah, Sunday's always fun. I'll be on Dante's show. I don't know, maybe this Friday or next Friday. I'm not sure. This Friday, yeah. So, and then I think I'm on Aries' show this Saturday too, but I honestly can't remember. It all blends
Yeah.
together after a while.
All that stuff got
So,
going on. We got a
and
$5 super
yeah.
chat by Spice Runner real quick. Justin's salty language is all because straight God Thunder narrator. That was what's up. Finish Will. What were you saying?
Oh,
bro?
sorry. And then Brother Cousins, I think I might be on his show whenever that Thursday is. Not Spidey's Thursday, but the
The following, the 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23rd or something. Yeah, I should be able to do
Gotcha.
that because I'll be on like Christmas break from work, so I should be able to be good.
I was gonna say, don't you have a job? How are you doing all these streams?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how I do this. I'm so tired.
Do you see my
All I
face?
do is I just wait
I'm
for
gonna sleep
Pennywise
right
to drop, and I get disappointed every night.
Definitely. Bucky Naked. What you got going on, bro?
Well, actually, first thing I want to mention is Collecting Weekly. Their like end of the year kind of awards. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat right now. So if you guys want to go to that, just help them out and vote for kind of best company, best hot toy, best statue, all that stuff for the year. So they can I think it's Tuesday next week, so it's coming up. So do them a solid. Great bunch of guys. So go and drop your votes in there. It'll be fun. And then they'll do that live sometime. I think like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I think. So yeah, that's that. Other than that, man, all I'm focused on right now is the next fucking episode of Hawkeye. I just want the next episode of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, today's was so good. I'm loving it. So I'm looking forward to the next episode next week, and then Spider-Man. And congrats to Justin. He went through absolute hell with Shang-Chi, not being able to see that for what seemed like a fucking year. And then he finally got to see it, and somehow he was lucky enough that the only thing that got spoiled for him was that piece of shit Venom movie, and not Shang-Chi.
Wow.
And that's a miracle. So congrats to you, Justin. Enjoy Spider-Man on Monday.
Thank
Tuesday
you.
for
I
us.
will. Thank you. Actually, it's Monday for you, Tuesday for me.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So
could you?
yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we've got comic book talk with friends coming up on Monday next week, where we're going to talk about Hawkeye and then get into some of the recent stuff that just dropped. Anybody who's reading Marvel Comics, the Devil's Reign arc just started today. It's fucking awesome.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Kingpin, Mayor Fisk, has declared war on all superheroes in New York. It is a badass arc. It's going to go through until like February or March. Check that out. And that's it. Otherwise, I'm just going to wake up every morning and piss excellence like I usually do.
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort. That's what it's all about. So yeah, actually stay tuned for Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday. I cannot wait for that. Jetta, what you got going on, brother?
Woo, busy, man. So I've got my tickets for next Thursday and Friday for Spidey. So
Nice.
that's done. Quarter scale Mando arrived today along with the Green Goblins from So Toys. I got those. And I imagine Zombie Deadpool will be here probably tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, just kind of wrapping up 2021 and figuring out what were the winners and what were the losers, and just kind of get my head wrapped around that, because last year it was easy. This year, not easy.
Yeah.
Top 5 DC releases from Hot Toys.
Top 10 DC releases video coming up. Yep.
Yeah. Are we going to get that?
Tough one.
Now, let me ask you a question, because we still haven't gotten that award-winning sequel. We haven't gotten a sequel to the award-winning first, boardroom discussion.
Oh,
So are you going?
Yeah, I've got some ideas in the book. I've just got to do the right one.
Okay.
If you need some actors, and I'm sure Lael and I would.
Hell yeah, I'll be
volunteer
definitely
to be in that.
That's not a terrible idea.
Hell yeah, I'll be down for that. That should be funny as shit. I can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah, I've got some ideas written out, but it's mainly that, and I'm still working on my remodel. Like, this whole wall that's currently white is going to be gray, and so I've got to remove all that crap paint behind it. It's going to be a pain in the ass. So, it's not going to be fun. So, yeah.
Hey, you need some help.
Anybody who wants to jump in Vanguard with us.
Vanguard for sure. Leveling up. Battle Pass.
Definitely.
So,
Hey, don't forget to follow
thanks
Jetta.
for the invite that I invited.
Yeah,
myself.
no doubt. Thanks for coming on. Definitely. Thank you.
I hadn't done a live stream in like a month or so. So
about a year. But it's good that.
No, man, it's been about a month, and I'll probably, other than maybe the Sunday one at Justin's, I probably won't be on another one until the New Year. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm just busy. So.
Well, just get your posing hands ready for Sunday. If you ready, okay, let's go. Justin, what you got coming up? Well, we know about the con, so now that everybody knows that, I know there's going to be preparation for that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, what you got coming up next, bro?
Well, we do have all of the planning for CollectorCon, so I'll be reaching out to some, if not all of you, to be on panel. So we only have 6 hours, and we've got so much talent in the YouTube realm. So if you all aren't on the list this year, don't worry. There's always next year, and maybe we'll go for 8 hours or 10 hours or I don't know, however long you want to do. But we're keeping it to 6 hours, and they're 45-minute long panels. We're hoping to have actual announcements from actual companies. That would be real nice. If not, So Toys is always down. I've got a huge list of stuff coming from them. So if it's not official companies, it'll be third party. And we also do have giveaways. So there's going to be a bunch of giveaways, probably more than last year. So it's going to be a big event.
Maybe that's what Howard was waiting for Pennywise for.
Yeah, drop it during CollectorCon.
If he drops it during CollectorCon, I won't be able to focus.
Oh, I forgot. I'm dropping my Pennywise review next week. I forgot about that.
So it sounds like you have inside info.
If that actually happened during CollectorCon, you might need to go change your pants.
I'd probably just shut down the show and be like, guys, it's over. We're talking about Pennywise.
Shut it down. Just shut it down.
It's now Pennywise Con.
It's Pennywise Con.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I've got Oz Comic Con this weekend. So our Comic Con is called Oz Comic Con. It's on Saturday. So Steph, myself, and my little sister, we're all going to Oz Comic Con.
Are you
really
cosplaying?
Excited? Unfortunately, no. Steph ordered a Squid Game cosplay, but it arrived and it's like 55 sizes too big. So she looks ridiculous in it. So she won't be wearing that. And then I actually sold my Batman cosplay because I'm working on a 2.0 version. I don't have
the
that
89
anymore.
or the Batfleck?
The Batfleck. I sold the Batfleck.
You sold the Batfleck?
Yeah,
because I'm working on a Justice League one, Brendan. So Justice League is my jam.
Okay, all
so
right. Because I never thought you'd part with that.
I do still have Mando, and I do still have my red Power Ranger though. So I do have something if I want to, but it's going to be hot as hell here.
Yeah,
That's right. It's
I'm
your summer
thinking-
right now. Yeah.
It's our summer. I'm thinking just go as Justin. I'll cosplay as myself. I'll cosplay as F-list YouTuber Justin.
Justin's
And
collection.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll cosplay as Justin's collection, and then you know, who knows if people want to come and chat to me about YouTube. That would be lovely. I'm sure.
Why
there
don't
will
you
be
get a
some
red
folks.
beard and
Hell
cosplay
yeah.
as Ryan?
There you go.
Yeah, I'll cosplay as Ryan. Ryan will cosplay as me.
Yeah.
Done.
No, I'm not shaving my beard. No.
Yeah, you got to shave and you got to do the accent.
So definitely, definitely follow Justin on YouTube and IG and Facebook. I mean, follow everybody on this channel, man, because they got great content, great panel tonight. I mean, everybody is just doing their thing, killing it and just being excellent as always. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel, Twitter and IG. Next week, what we actually got coming up this weekend. We do have Take a Position. It's going to be like the Spider-Man No Way Home Eve show in a sense, you know. So we'll just be posing up a couple Spider-Man figures. I wish I had a J. Jonah Jameson, but you know, don't really have that. But that'd be
Someone
incredible.
surely will. Surely, someone
Lael,
will
sorry,
make one.
Yeah.
before you wrap it up, somebody in the chat just said that they were kind of late to the party and they didn't know what CollectorCon is. To either Will or
Oh.
Justin, if you just want to give like your elevator pitch real quick.
Yeah, sure. Will, do you want to pitch it, or you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, I can do it. So basically, CollectorCon is an event to hopefully share some announcements in the collecting community, usually from third-party companies. And it's also a chance to bring collectors together across the various platforms and, you know, have everyone unite and come together for one event where we can talk about collecting and everything revolving around collecting and bring all that, like Justin said, talent from the YouTube sphere onto one channel where everyone can come together and join in one big kumbaya for collecting. That's pretty much
That's
it.
what's up.
It's my way of giving back. So I'm
Right.
allowing
It's all
you.
streams.
I'm giving you access to my
6-hour stream.
It's a 6-hour long live stream. I'm giving you access to my full audience. So all 420,000 subscribers you will have access to via that stream. So I'm giving you a way to hopefully boost the exposure of your channel if you're a smaller channel. And that's my way of kind of giving back. It's like the end game of collecting, if you will, of bringing everyone together. There's going to be cosplay panels. There's going to be posing panels. There's going to be DC panels. There's going to be all kinds of panels. Super exciting. Super
Definitely
exciting.
stay tuned. And again, me and Jetta, we got to put some shit together. Like we got to sit back behind the scene.
And Iron Logan, he's in there too. All
Iron Logan, yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Iron Logan too. So we gotta have a chat, man, because
Collector's Zone in the chat.
it's gonna be some
I'm
crazy
gonna,
stuff.
I'm gonna need some coffee though, because I'm gonna.
I was saying word. We got S Beam $10 super chat or super sticker. Thank you for your support, man. Sean Beam always in the building. We have my 22-year-old baby girl, Skylar Bias Moore. Thank you for coming through. It's my daughter with the $4.99 super chat, or this, just mainly the super chat. Thank you for that. Collector Zone, thank you for showing up. Definitely. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the 16 Scale Man YouTube channel, do subscribe. We will be having, like, again, the Take a Position on Sunday, Everything Spider-Man, where you'll see myself, KG. We'll have Iron Logan. We'll basically have the man Ryan in the building, and I think we're gonna. I'm not really sure, but I think Man Hot might duck in. I think he said he's. I gotta make sure that Man Hot his application goes through. Well, and I know look at he duck out.
He said,
And
hell no.
I know we got and Brenda to be there to commentate. So it's gonna be a house, so we're gonna just get it rocking. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait for that. But again, and then also we got comic book talk with friends on Monday, but that'll be the only stream I'm doing next week. I'm not doing any other stream next week. There will be, because I don't. Justin, are you doing a stream on Tuesday?
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't, just in
It's
case.
too
Although
dangerous.
nobody
It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's too
Realistically,
dangerous.
nobody
It's
would
cool.
have seen it. Realistically, nobody would have seen
Well,
it.
people
by
in
then.
Australia might have, right?
Only
it
at
comes
that
out-
premiere.
Well, because
It
that premiere
officially
doesn't.
comes out here on Thursday, and the premiere is very small. It's
Okay.
only
But
people
okay.
who are
There could
invited,
be easily
so-
be a leak through that.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll see. Well, if you
Yeah.
decide to,
More likely-
let me know.
I'm uninstalling everything.
I'm gonna throw this
it's
out
very
there,
unlikely.
but I
to
think
be like, yeah.
I think I saw Tom Holland's actually in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That would be a bomb.
That's
shell.
the biggest
Don't take it for what it's worth, man. I don't know.
I'll
Yeah.
confirm if
Or
Tom
the
Holland is
X-Men.
in it when I go
We'll-
and see it on Tuesday.
We'll see. But yeah, so we'll basically have comic book talk with friends on Monday. We'll be going over this last episode of Hawkeye in detail, and it will be spoilers. So like I said, if you haven't seen it and then you don't want to watch the show, if you have, then join in. It's going to be a great and incredible discussion. If Justin basically decides to jump on Tuesday, then definitely do that. But there won't be a show on Wednesday and definitely none on Thursday. So again, it'll probably be nothing but to take your position the following week, which is that Sunday. Don't know how that's going to be yet, but we'll basically figure that out. But yeah, I know everybody's going to be out, and it's going to be a highly anticipated film next week. So there's going to be a lot of people want to jump on and spoil shit for everybody, which is going to be effed up. But we'll see how that goes.
Somebody spoils it for me, they're gonna have a bad day. I want to tell you
Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm staying
I will
away from
100%
everything.
Put you on blast on my channel.
I'd be
They
like,
probably love that.
I'll find that.
Excommunicated from the sixth scale community.
I will find
Straight up.
that dude on TikTok who finds people and freaking Liam Neeson your ass. Like,
You'll see a Jeep at your house
I got
anytime.
a special set of skills. Straight up. I will find you. But yeah, so thanks everybody for coming. Everybody in the chat. I mean, I would go through, but like I said, it's just a long night. We've been here a lot longer. But everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. Thank you for being a part of such a great panel. And again, like I said, I mean, if we don't talk to you like next week or the week after, you have a nice holiday. But please, please, please don't spoil shit for anybody when it comes to that movie. We don't want to hear it. I'm shutting everything down, especially Wednesday. I'm shutting everything down. No social media, no nothing, because I don't want to hear shit. But yeah, thank you for actually coming and being part of this. Thank everybody on the panel. If you haven't already followed their channels, do that. Like I said, it's an amazing group of guys. Want my 10%, Timothy Chalamet, please make sure that I get that next week because I'm gonna need that. Christmas is coming. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming through.
Quarter scale.
He's gonna keep rubbing that shit in. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming through and being part of the show. As always, stay classy, be kind to your neighbor and everybody, and we will see you when we see you.
Wait, what?